Power up with a punch. Introducing new Dunkin' Energy Punch, powered by Monster Energy. America runs on Dunkin'.
On it.
Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Is this real life? This is real life.
I know.
What is going on? Welcome to Stones Live. I am Justin Kelly, along with the one and only
Hi, Brent Harrington.
Brent Harrington in the house right here in that.
I was trying to figure out where it's right here.
Yeah, it's so reverse, right? Like I have a new respect for weathermen who have to do that on the fly. Guys, super stoked about tonight's game. We have a 5-5 no limits hold'em game. I walked in, I looked at the table, I instantly saw a dream team. I literally thought if you stream it, they will come. And this is going to be a hard-hitting game. I mean, I looked at it, and already stack sizes are starting to escalate pretty quickly here. And yeah, I love it. We have the one and only Val Cross, a previous commentator.
Yeah. She's probably the only person I actually know at the table. So
nice. Okay,
that should be
good.
fun.
Good. So then, when it comes to criticizing her play,
yeah,
that's all on you.
Just her. Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
I'll watch it her only.
Awesome. JFK Stones, I already see in the chat goading us. There is no limits on this game. It is crazy.
There's no limits. Yeah.
Without further ado, let's talk about the stream team. Let's go down to the table and start walking around. Seat one, you know him, you love him. He's already eating a salad, so you know he's gonna do well. That's how it's. Oh, it's not even a salad. Oof. Good luck,
like
then, Harlan. Good luck, then, Harlan.
Actually, I think I saw them bring that out.
There you go. There you go. All
right.
right, that is the one and only Harlan, guys. If you don't know Harlan, you haven't played poker in Sacramento. It's that simple. Absolute beast at the table. You've seen him here. You've seen him on Poker Night in America. You've seen him snapping you off with 5-6 on the river everywhere you go. That's Harlan.
Yeah.
All right, and directly to his left, you got Jeff S.
I recognize him.
Yeah, okay, you can recognize him. So he is another staple of Sacramento poker right there. We saw him in the 100-200 limit game we had recently. Just Jeff is an all-around player. It doesn't really matter the stakes. He's super down to play. He's the guy who'll play your $10 mini tourney home game just as hard as he's going to play the 100-200.
Right.
I mean, you know, he's in there.
Cool.
So we love Jeff. All right, to his left, we got Day. Quickly becoming a regular on the stream. Super great story. Started playing cards when he was really, really, really young. Taught by his folks, and super nice, all around, really, really nice dude. I've seen him in all the tournaments I've been playing around town, and definitely a guy I'm friends with, but don't want to be involved in pots with. This is very true. This is very true. Okay, so going on over to seat 4 here, we have Adam. Now, I believe we've seen Adam on the stream before. Got
a hell of a job.
Yeah, not too familiar with Adam. Yeah, exactly. But that thing was just chiseled right there. All talent right there. So it has Adam. He looks like he's sitting all right there. And then directly to his left, we have Cornbread. How can you forget a name like Cornbread? We've seen Cornbread on the stream before. Not afraid to mix it up. Definitely.
The photo is fantastic.
Yeah, dude. Just an overall happy-go-lucky guy. Gotta love Cornbread. Super cool dude. He looks like he's sitting on a pretty healthy stack as well. His left, we got Porter. Seat 6, the only guy with a beard that makes the Jake have envy. That's what it comes down to.
I mean, it's a pretty great beard.
Yeah, and not to mention his avatar is just on point all day. So, yeah, we love Porter. I know that he only started with 1,000. I just talked to him over there at the game.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like he is sitting on at least 3 or 4 right now, so life is good for him. His object right now is hold.
Yeah.
That's his object. So, now to his left, we got Derick.
just Derick.
Good old Derick. No, Derick's super cool dude. We see him on a lot of the streams. Again, one of those players, not afraid to mix it up. He's one of those players who goes with his gut. If he thinks you're full of it, it really doesn't matter what you bet. Like, he's just gonna make the call, and if he's wrong, he's wrong. You know.
Okay.
But he's not often wrong. I will tell you.
That's good.
Yeah, Derick's good.
It's a good thing if you're gonna play with your gut.
Derick's good. I've also seen him pull some pretty rad bluffs. Yeah. Okay, then I'll let you introduce this next one. Directly to Derick's left, seat 8.
Oh, it's just Valerie.
Just V Cross.
Valerie Cross with the Wonder Woman wig on. Is that what's going on?
I think so, yeah.
Valerie's, I'm sure she's way better at No Limit Hold'em than I am. In fact, I'm like 100% sure that's the case. And
nice.
I'm excited to see her play. I don't think I've ever watched Valerie play Hold'em.
Nice. I'm not sure about those odds, but 100% sounds pretty solid. And if she's 100%.
Definitely better than me.
Okay, cool. And last but certainly not least, guys, we got Frederic. You love Frederic. At the end of the day, Frederic is probably rallying for most appearances on this stream. I know for a fact we've talked to him. He goes back, he rewatches the streams, he tries to analyze and critique his own play, his opponents, try to find leaks in his game. You love Frederic. Frederic has gotten, I think we've talked about it before, most improved player overall. Absolute stellar character.
So he's actually training for this.
Yeah, exactly, man. He's
That's
he's
pretty
on
great.
point. There you go. There, we were talking about Porter Stack earlier. Bought him for 1,000. I do know he's up to 3.4. Now the stats about cash win, etc., that we put in the chat, those will start post stream. So if you guys want, you can punch an exclamation point cash win, and from here on out, it's going to track players' negatives and positives.
68% of statistics are made up.
I love that, and it's true.
I believe that's made up. Probably. I mean, there's a decent chance.
I love it. Waprai, Rick and Barso, Oxy, Dice Gone Funny, bunch of regs in the chat. What's going on? Commentators in the house. Let's just start it out strong, guys.
Oh yeah, no
Welcome to
kidding. Ace
Stones
Queen.
Live.
Wow.
Okay, Ace King suited, Queens 10s.
Yeah.
I love it.
And 3-bet, right?
Yeah,
and
so we got an
3-bet
opening?
pre and a call
Yeah.
from 2 players.
Look
Wow.
at this. So Ace King does take command here on this board. It's kind of a weird board. If a queen or 10 peels, you're just going to start seeing some fireworks popping off here.
Yeah, that's strange. Derick folded 10s. Snap folded 10s, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Cornbread
so
bet
just-
200.
Oh, he bet like almost the pot, right? It said pot was 250.
Wait a sec, is that right? Adam had
Wait.
Ace King,
Okay, that
and then
was probably
Cornbread
wrong.
snap, and then Cornbread bet Queens, and Ace King snap folded? Did I read that right?
That's what it looked like,
It's just a warm-up hand.
according to things.
We'll see
But
what
I feel like
happens.
that was.
We'll see what happens. I don't think Ace King snap folds that quick. There.
I don't think Ace King snap folds that flop.
Yeah, I don't. Guys,
What do you-
we're gonna call that a warm-up hand. We're gonna chalk it up
Call
to
a
that.
3-bet and hit a king and
Yeah,
then fold
of course.
to 1-bet on the.
I don't know what I was
don't
thinking.
think that was.
I
Yeah.
didn't wanna hit a king.
Yeah. Oh wow. Suddenly I'm not feeling this flop very much.
Sometimes our cards get a little loopy. They're warming up too.
Yeah, that'd be.
Bill Rennie in the house says Brent for Prez. What's going on, guys? C-Mill 916 and Baldy.
I think Bill is from Canada, so that's technically Brent for PM, right?
Nice, yeah,
Prime
with Prime Minister.
All right. I think there's no chance Jeff flops a set here.
Yeah, so Harlan pops it up to 20 with Deuce 4. No surprise there. Everybody calls.
So Harlan's a bit of a wild man.
Yeah, Harlan has no fear, and that because of that we put him in the rangeless beast category.
Rangeless beast.
Because if he raises, he has aces or Deuce 4, and really there's no way to tell.
Right. So in general, this board hits 100% of its range.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Oh,
And Adam bets and it gets through. It's funny, the one thing about Harlan is Harlan will go in there and he'll raise with like a 7-8, an 8-9, a 9-10 suited, something like that, and he will always bink a solid piece of it. Like he'll bink a pair and a straight draw, like he'll bink like a flush draw. Like Harlan runs so good the majority of the time. You can see why Harlan plays like Harlan. He's a beast.
so you say the flop reinforces
Right?
flop aggression.
Yes.
So it's like, great job.
The problem is when you call
Although that was a pretty bad board
Yeah,
for 2-4.
when you call a raise from Harlan and it's all middle cards, I'm like, crap.
Right. More queens again. 2 hands in, or 3 hands in. Somebody's already got queens.
Yeah, we had queens twice already now. This is the second time. So Derek's gonna pop it up to 20.
Wow, the queen 8 of diamonds, was that in the big blind? So it looked like somebody folded queen 8 of diamonds. Oh no, Jeff. Right? That's the guy that's in C2?
Yeah.
I think I would have maybe called there. But I guess...
And Harlan binks bottom 2 pair against Derek's over pair. Welcome to the Harlan show, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you just like see that in the future? You're just like,
it's so
whenever
easy.
he's in a pot.
It's Harlan's like, here, this is how I roll.
Yeah.
And even that, he's against higher clubs over there. 6-9 has a straight draw, but higher clubs are irrelevant. Harlan still hits bottom 2.
75, that looks like more than 75.
It is. So Derick fires 75. Looks like Harlan's popping it up to 200.
Some really in-depth analysis. More
Yeah.
than 75.
We're going up.
Yeah.
It's going to be more.
We're doing this thing.
More chips. Ooh, Richie
see,
in the
what is-
house.
Oh,
Counterfeit city for Harlan.
you think Harlan still this is like a check bet here?
Yep. We'll see here.
Or a check call from Derick. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, instant fire by
250.
Harlan, yeah. Now, Derick is thinking,
I don't know,
did that
seems-
10 help me or hurt me? Because it's one way or the other.
He's almost never, yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
God, Harlan, how do you do that thing that you do?
So insane. Yeah, that's insane.
God.
Or it is not insane, but it's pretty unlucky.
Oh, my God. I know.
The turn card's the best, and then the river card's the worst.
I think this is a prime example of what I was already talking about. This is Harlan
just
running.
gets there.
Harlan running like Harlan, bro. I mean, that's how it goes. I only was able to get some chips from Harlan in the last stream I played with him. With both times with 10-7, because to beat Harlan, you got to play like Harlan.
Right, you gotta have. Yeah,
That's what it
you gotta
comes
be in
down
there with
to.
those like suited 2-gappers or 3-gappers. I think. Well, wait, did he check? Oh, he did check.
So Derick, I think, is in check call mode here. He hates the double paired board. Pot is pretty heavy now, floating around $1,000.
What do you bet if you want to actually get called? That looks
Yeah.
like 350.
That's what I was thinking. Nice one. I looked at it. I was like, that looks like a healthy chunk.
Oh, snap called.
Yeah.
But so it's just under pot though, right? Was the pot? No, wait. 350 was like 1/3 pot. Roughly.
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty easy to make that call, so you just get. That's really unfortunate run out. I guess it depends on who you are. But.
I know. All right. Oh, God, all day, man. Harlan being Harlan. So, guys, if you're just joining us, maybe you're new to the stream, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday night. Taking a look at those chips. We'll put those in the chat for you, but the red chips are $5, the green chips are 25s, the whites are hundreds.
Do you think that Harlan actually counted that? Because it looked like he just grabbed a chunk and put it out.
I know, and
He's
you know
like,
what?
this is roughly what I want to bet.
And we talked about that previously, like just as far as overall betting patterns from people. When somebody just takes a stack and clearly almost doesn't even care and puts it out there, like, does that illustrate weakness? Does it illustrate strength? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of different for
I guess
each
it depends
player.
on the person.
I know,
Or the
you're right.
circumstance. I always think that's kind of weird, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think you'll get spite called.
Yeah,
By
right?
people who are just like, you're not even counting your chips. Like,
I think some people
Of
view
course
that
I'm
as
calling.
weakness, and other people view that as like, wow, he just must not care. His hand's a beast. you
right.
know?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, so wow, everybody whiffs here. Porter's 3 still hold.
I think we know it's going to come running 8s.
God,
Because
whatever
Harlan
needs.
is in
Running
in the hands.
5-7 for a straight.
Was it checked around? Oh, no. Wow, okay, so checked around completely.
Ace then Jack. Jack on the river for Jeff's going to give him the check mark. And he tables it. Flip it to win it.
Those are always unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
Check all the way down, hit a pair on the river.
And what are you going to
It's
do?
like,
you going to bet
exactly.
it?
You're just last act. Who,
Yeah.
you know,
You're just like, whatever.
I bet $5.
The problem is I'm always the guy like cry calling because I ended up thinking a pair and they make somebody's like bigger hand like a straight or 2 pair and they bet for value like, oh, here's $20. I'm like, okay, here's your $20. I hate you.
I've always found that, like, if somebody's checking the entire way and then randomly bets the river,
Yeah.
usually it's because they hit like a set.
I know,
on the
I
river
know.
or
Like
something.
it's got to be a beast. It's not just like I got 1 pair, I have pair 2s.
Yeah, that picture is all the more hilarious, the Valerie Wonder Woman picture, because
I love it.
it looks like the wig is like sort of shifted a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty great.
Can Wonder Woman even get drunk? I mean, like, isn't she fast heal? Is that even possible? Can that even, like Superman? I don't think can get drunk. I
Well,
think
she's
he
like
just,
she's a goddess, right? So I guess technically she can get drunk.
It's fair.
I don't know about like she's just an immortal. I don't know if she's
Superman has to have like a kryptonite cocktail to feel anything, you know?
That reminds me of Mallrats. That's-
Yes, you know. Oh yeah, like a shotgun right through her back. I know what you're talking about. So Cornbread here flops a straight draw, ace high, bets it, and wins it.
Not a lot of really tough decisions so far.
No.
Seems pretty straightforward. First blood spell. I wish I knew who everybody was.
There you go, guys. I put the different colored chip
nice.
denominations there in the chat for you.
Someone said that Harlan bet 500. I'm pretty sure that was 350, right?
Oh,
Unless they did
they're
it-
thinking they wanted Derick to bet 500.
Oh, okay.
And then C-mails like Derick would have called at least 500. Yeah, you know, it's
I mean,
weird because
500 was like half pot or a little bit more than half.
yeah, the board was a little fishy there when it paired the 10 on the turn that last hand, but then you know when it rivered the 2 pair, it extra sucked. Like you can still get away
Extra
feeling
sucked.
great about it, but then when it like 2 pair, you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, it's weird too because like what is he raising the flop with
Yeah.
that gets there on that board? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean I don't know. Like When I said Valerie is better than me, probably everybody is better than me. That would be my guess.
Oh man, so Day here
fair
picks
bet.
off top pair with a solid kicker. Derick is just gonna fire out, take a stab at it. He's gonna go 75 into 135. Insta call by Day. Deuce peels off.
At what point do you never bet that flop with 5-4 of clubs? I don't know. I guess it's not terrible. I don't want the action pre.
So it looks like
I
there we go.
have
140 is the bet, and the turn, other than pairing the board, didn't really complete anything out
Right.
there.
He's calling.
Day's gonna
all
come
the
along.
time.
So potential for running flush there. Derick insta checked over to Day here, even though he did pair his 4 on the river. Oh, that's me.
I think
Can
we're
hear
going
me?
back in time. Justin is.
Now I've said my joke twice. It does not.
I
funny
know,
anymore.
wow. But
Not
you said
funny
it
anymore.
first here.
Yeah.
Technically, even though you said it first over there.
We'll take
These
it.
guys don't know. Team Val.
Well, I know what's happening on this next hand then, because I definitely sweat for this next hand. so-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is he raising or calling? He's calling the river? Oh, I guess,
Sure. Oh no, he did make the call. He did
Yeah.
Make the call. Okay, yeah. He did make the call, saw the hand, and then instant moved his hand.
I don't know. Do you call there?
No, he was just in random bluff catch. But he's calling you all the way down. The only thing I think
guess
he's
you
putting
pair the, yeah.
he's putting Day on just a busted flush draw. Is what he's doing. You know, so when he checks and the flush draw never gets there, the spades.
I guess because he bet twice and he called them both times.
Yeah.
He raised, yeah.
Exactly. And so then when he checks and Day takes the betting point, then he says, "All right, prove it."
Where is the commentator from last Wednesday? Who
I
is
think
that?
they're. I was here last Wednesday. I think he's probably talking about Bart Hansen.
Oh, Bart
Hansen,
Hansen.
I believe, is probably doing some Crush Life poker stuff. I think you saw him go live earlier on YouTube.
Yeah. Bart Hansen.
Or as
He's
Veronica likes to call him, Bartholomew Handsome.
Wow.
Yeah, quite the compliment.
Great job. Let's see. Why does that say? Did everybody just limp? Is that what that said? Oh wow. Okay.
Limped around, top pair for Val.
Oh hey, if you hear that noise in the background, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if you guys hear that.
Yeah.
Some guy hit like a one a pot for like $500 at the cash table.
Oh, okay, a couple tables over. I
and
did. hear
everyone
that.
was like, "What's happening? What's happening? Did he win a jackpot?" And he's like, "No, I
No.
just won a hand."
Solid.
This generation's Bart Hansen? I highly doubt that. I'm also pretty sure it's ON, Abe. It's not that it's that big a deal when you're typing in Twitch chat, but. Ooh.
So
Wait,
I think Val just folded. Harlan bet 75, and Val folded. Frederic calls. Deuce on the river here. Gives Frederic the check mark with a 9. Pops.
thinking a check call. Does he have a? If he's watching the tape, he obviously knows Harlan.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a crazy.
Toned F. He did toned F. I like that. Toned F. That's clever. Clever girl. Yeah, no, I actually, yeah, no, Derick didn't take his chips back. He put him out there, and then he couldn't see it, but he had the $100 chip under there. So he did make the call. Guys, $1 million limit hold'em event. It's running for months and months and months. You got to be part of it. Come in here, play some limit hold'em. Essentially, you get tickets into this entry for winning big
Potentially
hands.
$1 million.
Yeah, for $1 million, guys. We draw once a month.
I mean, what are the chances?
Well, actually, I think Justin actually knows the chances. They did it, like, because they had to buy insurance in case somebody hits this $1 million. So I hope we
okay.
use this insurance, guys. Come in,
Right,
get
come win $1 million.
Do it.
Not only is Stone's a really great room, but I mean, you can win $1 million.
Yeah.
For playing limit hold'em.
They go 1 in 6,000. So what they do is they set out envelopes, your own set of envelopes on the table with just 10 through ace. That's it, right? And then if you draw a royal flush out of those envelopes, you end up, one card each, right?
Oh,
Then if you draw a royal flush, you get it, and the odds are 1 in 6,000 hit the royal for $1 million. I mean, I don't know how many other 1 in 6,000 chances
yeah.
you get
I mean,
for $1 million. That's
why
quite
not?
rad. Yeah.
Worth a shot. If you're.
Normally I get 1 in a million chances
Sort of,
to win
yeah.
$1 million.
If
So-
somebody's offering to give you a shot at $1 million,
Yes.
you take that shot.
Absolutely. Absolute Fish, thank you very much for the follow. Always appreciated. See a lot of new faces in the chat. Very cool. Very cool to see you guys in here. I know we had some
E.
fun
Johnson,
games like the
12-16.
Vloggers game.
What's up?
Pleasure to have you guys in here.
Holy balls! It's Brent. It is. It is Brent. So wait, so you qualify for that limit hold'em thing by playing limit hold'em here?
Exactly, by playing
Earning
limit hold'em,
tickets.
earning tickets, then tickets go into a drawing, and then what they do is they have one drawing per month where not only do they give out cash prizes that night, but they also give out 3 seats to that final table, single table sit and go. And then if you hit that table, you're automatically guaranteed, I gotta double check here, but I think you're automatically guaranteed $1,000 if you even get on the table. And then like 3 or 4K, and then the top 3 people get to basically draw that thing for $1 million. So it's gonna be sweet. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny, we have so many tournaments going on, I just have
I was
tournament
gonna say,
flyers
it's
coming
like,
out of my
let's
ears.
look through the hundreds of pamphlets we have here.
Yeah. All right, Battle of the Diamonds, 3-bet by Frederic. Day calls. Queen, deuce, deuce on the flop. Whiff City for everybody.
Check, check. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be hugely surprised to see no more money entering this pot.
No, this board is just running out horrible for everybody involved. Day checks,
that's fine.
Frederic
Yeah,
checks. Yeah.
It's a good thing he 3-bet pre, get a little bit extra money.
Let's see. Chip Leader 2484 says, wins the next major tournament Stones. We had a solid player appreciation 40K that we actually streamed last night. The next big tournament coming up, though, I believe, is going to be the Win the Button tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, there it is. Win the Button tournament, which is going to be
September
rad,
4th.
guys. The Win the Button tournament, simple as it sounds. You win the pot, we throw the button in the pot, and you get that too.
It's a good looking flyer, too.
Yeah, which means if you're sitting to the left of an aggressive player, be prepared to play a lot of blinds.
Yeah. Or 3-bet a lot.
Yeah.
I've never played a Win the Button tournament.
Neither have I, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun. I think that's nice when you can come to a place. I think you come here and try out different stuff. I know for a while, Stones was running like Omaha PLO tournaments. Didn't get huge numbers, but they ran it for a while, and now there's another Omaha tournament coming up soon, which is what I like. I'm excited about Omaha.
Yeah, but it's also a fun, cheaper way to learn Omaha and get in the game and play some of these tournaments without having to do these big buy-ins for these guys.
For sure.
All right, so King, Queen, 5 here to the flop, couple of spades. Top pair for Jeff. Got a gut shot to Broadway here for Day. And
Valerie has the
spikes
5.
a 5.
Is that what it's called when you hit bottom pair on the flop?
Spikes
It's
it.
a 5.
Bink. Chip Leader, the date is Monday, September 4th at noon. I want to say it's some sort of holiday. That's why we're doing it.
That is, I believe that's Labor Day weekend.
There you go.
Labor
Yeah,
Day.
so come labor in the poker room. And the buy-in, I believe, is 175. 175, it's a 15K guaranteed.
Now, it says buy-in, comma, date. Were they asking to buy in and then asking you on a date?
I hope so.
Right.
I could only hope so.
Let's see if Valerie's going to get anywhere with this 5.
Oh, the
Whoa.
ace gets it. And of course, ace jack
Harlan.
folded, but Harlan's not going anywhere.
What a
Of course, Harlan
surprise.
gets the ace.
Was there I'm pretty sure this checks. And maybe Jeff calls the king here.
Everybody checks over to Harlan on the button, who value bets for 100.
Yeah.
And Jeff's going to see
Really
the sad news.
quick call for Jeff, but
Jeff's going to be like, show me ace deuce. Show me something. But spades did get there too. It was a foldable hand, but Jeff just doesn't believe Harlan. And
maybe if it's anyone else, maybe
yeah,
he
and I
falls.
can't blame him. The problem is you want to not believe Harlan, but he just flips over a hand so often.
That's how those guys have massive swings, I guess, right? Like
Yeah.
big upswings because no one believes you.
Right?
I always think that's like if you're raising a hand that's like mediocre, and then the next hand you get a really good hand. You're like, oh yeah, no one's ever gonna believe me. I think there was at least one tournament I saw where this guy got rivered. I don't remember the exact details. All I know is that it was perfectly logical to assume that he was just like steaming after the
Yeah.
hand, and he actually got aces, played a huge pot,
Yeah.
and then ended up losing
Yeah.
to kings.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh whoa, what a perfect spot! Like everything lined up.
I've done that before too, where you come off a solid loss of a hand, then you wake up with a big pocket pair the next hand, and I'm like, I hope people think I'm steaming here.
Right.
You know?
And then you just get busted in.
And then I'm just
and
like,
then you're like, you get it in good, and you get
and then I'm
busted.
just like, I hate this game. Loud noises.
Wow, lots of what I find interesting about this game so far is there seems to be a lot of hands with 3 or 4 players to the flop, which I guess is a standard in cash games, I
So,
suppose.
I don't know if it was a live straddle or raised to 20, but Jeff is going to 3-bet here up with ace queen. Porter and Harlan
From the
both come
button.
along.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Connects with the queen. Jeff and Harlan. Jeff with the better kicker.
So they check to Jeff, $100.
Porterhouse possible running heart potential, but he got
I don't see a lot of places where he calls with someone behind or calls at all. Maybe.
Boom. All right, so Harlan makes the call here. Checks over to Jeff on the turn.
Oh, that's a big bet.
Jeff fires 350. He's not messing around.
About 350, which and it says he only has less than 200 left. That doesn't look right.
No,
it's
definitely not right. Yeah.
Behind.
Yeah, he's got about 400 and some change behind. Now Harlan's saying something to Jeff. Let's see.
He's like, I have a queen. That's a big queen. And you know that
I don't want
the river's
your card.
going to be a jack. Oh, he said that. Verify. I think it's dangerous, right? If you hit top pair with a mediocre kicker and you just keep checking,
Yeah.
you're just gonna keep having like this decision over and over again. What happens if he calls here? I mean,
And if Harlan has, see, here's the deal. There's so many different things that you got to look out for. Obviously, heart draw. Harlan's range anywhere sort of 5-7, 7-9. He could be open-ended. He could have any sort of pair and hit 2 pair. So
yeah, surf, snowboard 3. Because Jeff 3-bet pre, you assume if he has a queen, he has a better queen. But then again, you're playing cash. You want action. You have a piece of the flop. No, sometimes people don't want to give up.
yeah. And Harlan has Jeff pretty significantly outstacked here. Not that that really matters here in a cash game, but
Jeff's actually pointing that out, right? He
Yeah.
said you're going to call pretty much anybody else at the table with his hand, but Jeff is who is Snurf? You can be Snurf if you'd like. Surf and PLO.
I'll let you pick one if you fold, I think, here. That's what he said.
At this point, do you want him to call? I mean, if you're Jeff, because it seems like
Oh, he's gonna
he's
call.
got a piece. I feel like at this point you want him to call until a jack comes on the rope.
Whoa, stop the presses. Harlan misses.
He's gonna check, and is Jeff gonna
checked
check
behind
again?
too.
Oh,
I
no.
checked behind too.
guess
I wouldn't
that
even
makes sense.
stab Harlan. You never know.
That's true, because what happens if he does have like the
problem
random
is
queen
that-
deuce or?
Well, and the time that I'm Jeff and I bet there on the river and get greedy is the time that Harlan had 2 pair and he
Right.
was just like trolling me along anyways. Like I check it. I get too much showdown value there to get check raised. Oh, I mean, you only have 400 left too. It's not like, you know. I don't
Well,
know.
he had 400 behind. The stack size thing was incorrect. He definitely had 400 behind after he bet 350.
Surf and snowboard, his stack was off. He had more than 155 behind. He had about 400 and some change behind.
I feel like I don't know. I get what you're saying. You're playing. I feel like after that kind of like agonizing call, maybe you shove the river,
Yeah.
and maybe you get a full double.
And then you know what? If Harlan flips over a monster, so be it. Here's the Academy Award for acting. You know
Right,
what
yeah,
I
that's
mean?
true.
Like,
I mean, the only hand that gets there is some random 2 pair, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Unless he had like, was there a possible straight? I don't know.
All right, guys. Dealer change. Sarah is in the box here. And okay, that's what I thought. I think they're doing a bomb. They sure are. So this is a $25 bomb pot from each player, which means all the players throw in $25. They all see a flop, and then game on.
And then let's see. Does anybody have an ace? Oh yeah, Day has an ace, and he's on the button. So that's not a bad spot to be in if you're gonna get in a bomb pot, flop a pair on a rainbow board, top pair on a rainbow board.
So Day does have ace king. Gets checked all the way around to him. That's got to be a good feeling.
I feel like there's a couple of people still talking about the last hand. I think, like, if you have 400 left there and the pot's 700 and you bet 200, it feels sort of weird. I think you're more likely to get paid if you shove than if you
and
bet
at that
half
point
your
you bet
set.
350. I mean, why down bet? Then it seems weird. I mean, if you're gonna bet the river, I'd say you just shove the last
Right.
400. You bet 350 on the turn.
Yeah,
It's getting in.
for sure. I mean, because you're never folding if he raises you when you bet
Yeah.
200. So
Yeah.
why not shove? Because I think
Get more value there.
I feel
So Day bets 115, goes around. Wow, Day's just gonna pick up this bomb pot with no contenders.
Oh wow. Yeah.
The
I mean,
problem with
it's
the bomb pot is even with a hand like Ace King and flopping the Ace, it's like. I mean, everybody, there's got 10 other hands that you're gonna be. I mean, it's just like, or 9 other hands. It's just like, you know.
Little did he know that he probably, maybe he wants to check the turn or check the flop.
Like,
I don't know. At that point, it's just a flip that you won, and you don't have to see 2 more cards. So
Yeah.
you already made what, another like 200? Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
So the general consensus, I think C-Mill sums it up. Doesn't matter what you bet on the river, just bet it. Should be the new slogan for poker. Just bet it.
You think he'd get into some trouble with Nike?
I was like, Nike will never.
Is it going to be Nike poker?
Just bet it. They'll never see.
If Nike ever gets into like poker gear making, if they ever make hoodies with the little thumbs in them, the thumb holes in the wrist. I don't get why those exist. I'm not ever putting my thumb in a hole that's in my sweatshirt, but I mean, I might be the only one.
All right, Jeff with Ace King is going to make it 35 to go.
Old guy collusion. Are you still talking about the
other hand? Yeah, they're still talking about.
Yeah, I agree. Thumb holes are weird.
Thumb holes tilt me.
Thumb holes make sense if you live in a really cold place and you're going to put gloves on.
Yeah.
That way you don't have that weird kind of space between your sweater and your gloves. But let's see. Oh, could be interesting. Although I think Jeff bet.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Porter checked. Jeff bet 45. Porter called. Now they both go check. Oh, King on the river here. Now Jeff can fire. And I think Porter.
A third pot?
Yeah, Porter's
just and then snap fold. It's not even enough money to even stop and think about it.
So taking a look at some healthy stacks. Looks like the majority of people sitting on well over 2K here, with our big dog sitting around 3.2, 3.4K.
Porter's still the big stack?
I believe so. Oh, it's 102 today. I do understand.
Wow.
It's going to be over 100 the next couple days. If you guys are anywhere around here, this is Stone's Gambling Hall, located right outside Sacramento, California, and I can guarantee you that the AC works just fine, so come on in.
I'm actually a little bit chilly.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh.
Gotta get one of these sharp Stone's
It's true.
zip-ups.
Man, everybody tries to score one of these for free, and Justin's got them on lockdown like freaking Alcatraz over there. All right, so Frederic has aces. He raises it to 20. Harlan 3-bets up to 95 with 9s. Day's going to make the call with ace-queen.
Ace-queen suited.
Oh, yeah, let's get fun. Let's have a fun flop. Derick gets out of the way with king 10.
What do you do? Is Frederic the kind of player that's just going to flat here? No. Doesn't look like it.
Now, there we go. 4-bet by Frederic here. 320. Harlan's asking how much he has behind.
So is that... The green stacks are 500s, right? So he's got 15. Yeah. He's got like 2,000, I think, with 100 already in the pot.
Definitely over half that.
Yeah, Harlan's stack is right down the counter, about 2.3K.
Okay, I think that's a bit low. It looks like 2, but close enough. I guess if you count what's already in the pot, already started.
Yeah, we're close to it. Oh, I think that even though it's a stack of green on there, it's not. There's white chips under that green right there. See the white? There we go. You just put it down.
Okay. Then that is okay. Okay, so Harlan just called?
Yeah.
Wow, and then it's a weird, annoying spot to be in with ace king suited. I don't know. I feel like I fold in this spot personally, but maybe I don't play enough cash.
Wall price says, a 9 is coming. If Harlan's in here, a 9's definitely coming.
Yeah. I think it's a good fold.
I feel like, even though he only has 17% equity, I feel like Harlan's 50-50 to flop a 9.
What about quads? Nope.
Oh, this is going to get Harlan to pay Frederic here. Maybe not. Frederick's a fairly tight player here.
This could be one of those things. He's only got, 500 left?
Insta call by Harlan. Didn't even think about it.
I mean, at that point, if he's got 500, he has a pot-sized bet. Oh, they're going to
How many times are they going to run it? We're going to see. One time.
One time. Because he knows there's only a few 9s in the deck. 9 is coming 100%.
Oh, queen on the river, I think. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a queen on the river. Nice.
don't know, if I'm Harlan and I think you might have an overpair, does it benefit me to run it more than once? I might run it a couple times to try to bink out my 9 in one of those boards.
Right. That's a good point.
Give myself an extra few outs.
I think I'm pretty sure I've never ran it twice in Hold'em. But I play a lot of PLO cash, more so than Hold'em cash, so I'm usually running it twice or letting whoever I'm in the pot with decide.
Okay, explain Harlan in 5 words or less. Okay, nobody plays like Harlan. Nobody. Nailed it. Got it, guys.
You can straddle now.
Nice. Oh, I like that. Harlan's fish. Sir, if you won 40K and 5.5 game 3 weeks ago. Look, I think, that's a pretty good day. 40K and a 5.5K.
Just runs it over. See, and you know, Absolute Fish talks about he extracts max value so often. It's so true. Because of Harlan's image, he really does get paid off
Paid
almost
in
all the
spots where
time.
most people wouldn't.
When Harlan
a guy like
actually-
Jeff.
Yeah,
maybe.
when Harlan wakes up with aces or kings, he gets paid.
Yeah.
16-bit bear, what's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Glad you're tuning in,
You say
man.
Battleground? Is that the player?
PlayerUnknown's
I've never
Battleground, played a little
that.
PUBG, very fun.
Yeah.
We had a little too much fun.
His horseshoe and his bum. Nice. That would be painful, but these chairs are really comfortable, so
Right?
maybe they're accommodating to horseshoe bum.
So Queen 8-4, a couple of clubs on the flop here. Jeff is ahead with kings.
Oh, I always kind of like it when the stream lags a little bit and you don't get to see what one person has. Reminds me of those old WSOP, it's like Jack Link's beef jerky hands, where
mystery
we try
hand.
we try to figure out what they have. I feel like I would be much better at that now than I was when I was actually watching those.
Yeah, sometimes when our card readers are off, sometimes we've had players who have, you know, like nicer high-end luxury cars with special RFID keys, and they'll just leave those as their card holder, and that will screw up our reader sometimes. So sometimes I'm like, well, apparently he's had a mystery hand again. Let's see what you think. What range is he in?
It's a bit more fun. My luck will change. It's been 2 years of bad luck. You're due, Smurf. You're due, yeah. All right, let's see what happens.
Mario will be here, so.
Jeff looked really bummed to be folding Jack 5 under the gun. I don't know.
Nothing against Harlan.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the you want to get in as many pots as you can with him. All right, so open, what's the under the gun +1?
So yeah,
Or
Day
plus
here.
2?
Yeah, Day raised up to 45 with Ace King here.
Valerie from the
Looks like
small
our
blind.
Nightbot's getting a little picky in the chat tonight. A little ornery. Got a case of the Mondays. Surf and Snowboard, we are here with you Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Let the chat spew all kinds of nonsense. For sure. I think Twitch chat in general is spewing all kinds of nonsense as a standard. But
So Porter here with a straight draw, gut shot, and V Cross has a pair. Day with no pair.
so Dave bet. Val checked. Dave bet. Porter calls.
16-bit Bear asks, so where can I play some poker online? Any good sites? It depends on where you're located. Online poker, if you want to play for money, for small stakes and really cut your teeth, I think really it's only like, what, in Vegas and Jersey right now or something like that?
Delaware,
Online stuff.
I think,
Yeah, a
as well.
couple other random states.
And Philly soon.
You'll have to do a little searching. If you want to just play free chips, it's never going to play the same people just like open shove all in for no reason. But with that being said, there's plenty of random sites out there you can at least just, learn. But really, I would just go with some lower stakes, play some tournaments with your buddies, play some small stakes at local card rooms, and kind of cut your teeth that way.
It's an interesting question. So Porter calls, he's a gutter, and like backdoor club, not even really, nothing, just a gutter,
yeah.
right? Never mind. For some reason I thought he had 2 clubs. That seems like a weird call with someone behind. What do you think? Just kind of,
Yeah.
maybe it's cheap. I don't know. Is Valerie, yeah. Was that 80 into 365, if that's right?
Taking it. Oh, they're talking about you. I believe Valerie knows him.
yeah.
The other guy in the booth. That's you.
The other guy in the booth.
The other
Can we
guy.
get this changed?
What's
The
that?
other guy in the booth.
The other guy. I mean, you know, they've only seen me like 80 times,
That's
so
true.
you know, it's just
This is actually the first time we met.
Yeah,
Earlier today.
yeah,
So that was
exactly.
cool. Very exciting.
talked a little Game of Thrones. No spoilers for those of
Right.
you who haven't seen it, but I
It
enjoyed.
exists.
I enjoyed last night's episode.
Yeah, I'm bummed that it's only 7.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next 4 are pretty wild. Let's see. It's funny because I can barely hear what they're saying, but yeah, I did hear my name.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I guess we can turn that up. Cool. Other
So
guy
you
in the
want
booth. Other guy in the booth. Yeah, it's Italian. Oh, Derick. What? I hope this is real because this would
Oh,
be
this is
fun.
gonna be awesome. Well, guys, let's just ship some stacks here. See what happens.
What I actually think, and I think Val is. I feel like it's gonna be hard for Val to get her whole set like in here. I don't think she's like. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like that's kind of the cash game thing where you don't necessarily try to just like your 3-bet isn't just like suddenly shoving 2,000 or
Yeah.
something.
Well, this ought to be fun. So Derick opens to 35. Val 3-bets here to 80. Obviously, neither player is going anywhere.
Yeah, and they both are pretty deep. So do you just flat here?
So Derick's going for a little Academy Award, little patient hold here before we do a 4-bet, and then Val's going to do the same and ship it.
Is he? Okay, so he is 4-betting. I feel like she could totally flat on the button.
Dream scenario here when you 3-bet, somebody 4-bets into your aces. Val
True.
is just thinking like, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, ship it all here. Where are my presents?
Yeah, or she obviously, I'm assuming, knows a lot more about Derick and his style than I do. But I do think that sometimes people will flat aces in this
Yeah,
spot in
yeah.
cash game. And especially since you have position, like you're on the button.
But if stacks are right, with Derick 4-betting to 330, him only having 800 behind, she
That's
might
true. She
go
can
for
just go
maximum
nuts.
gut here, but she might be grabbing some calling chips here. You know what? I think that's a great, especially since she has position. She calls here and she lets Derick hang his own noose on the turn, essentially,
Right,
is what
yeah,
she,
yeah.
or on the flop. This is what she's thinking.
Yeah, I think. All right, I got some Valerie insight.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So obviously, whatever the flop is, Derick's going to
Flush,
open
please.
ship it, and Val's going to snap call. And both players hate it too. King, queen.
Is he gonna? Oh, I guess yeah, 800. But he looks like he's more than 800. That's
He
like
no, he
4.
does have more than 800. Oh, and he checks it.
Yeah,
When I
check,
said both
check.
players hate it, I didn't mean that, but.
He's gonna.
Oh god, this board's
the-
getting so wet too.
I don't know. This I still feel. I don't feel terrible about my hand in
So
the
it's-
spot. Check, check.
It's obviously
Oh,
it's
wow.
obviously a chop here.
I told you, like, no one's going broke on this one. I mean, obviously, no one's going broke.
Yeah,
but
yeah, wow.
I don't think they were in a rush to get their stacks in. Valerie is shorter, I think, too, than him with like.
Yeah, we're talking in the chat here. Stack sizes are definitely off,
800,
guys.
850?
Greens are 25s, reds are 5s, and whites are 100s. So Val is shorter here.
Unless she has some whites hiding somewhere. That looks like 6, 7.
Yeah, I clarified
Like a
that surf and
1,000.
snowboard. I don't actually hate that. I just thought, you know, if you're sitting there, kings, queens.
Oh, yeah, I think you love that flop with aces. Rainbow board. I mean, I guess maybe you're getting 4-bet by king, queen very often.
I guess when you're getting 4-bet, you could be getting 4-bet by kings or queens. And that's kind of what I was going at. But again, you're not really going anywhere, regardless.
Yeah. Check, check to the river.
Yeah.
Jam the river.
Absolute Fish has to be crying call from here. I mean, any sort of range that people are up there in the 3-bet, 4-bet range, you hit it. 10s, queens, kings, any sort of like, I mean, even ace king, whatever, but ace jack makes a straight. I mean, you're just like, whatever. It's like you're not going anywhere, but you're not
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I love my life.
I mean, and unfortunately for either of them, like no money gets exchanged. I guess they share the blinds.
Yeah, exactly. The rake wins.
Yeah.
Here's your $5 to the house.
Yeah, stones. But I think it's unique to look at like how some people play that hand though.
Yeah.
You know, like I think in general, if you reverse that, based on what you said about Harlan, and you put him on the button,
Yeah.
they're probably getting all in pre, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because it's like, holy crap, I have a
yeah.
hand. Also, the fact that you said most people will give him action, and
Yeah.
then when you have aces, you're just like loving the fact that this guy who wants to play a huge pot. So, I just didn't get the impression, even though she has a good hand, I think if she's holding aces, she raises. How often are you going to get called out of position?
Yeah.
So you're either playing for your whole stack or you're.
And it's funny, you hear all three of them, Porter, Derick, and Val, all talking about like, you guys were all afraid of kings and queens, and like, yeah, of course I was.
Like kissing your sister. That's funny.
Speaking of Game of Thrones.
Right. Maybe the sister is hot. Yeah, wow.
All right, we'll leave that up to a couple of you special states.
I guess that's how they do it in Barstow.
Hey-yo! Zing on Rick!
Sick burn. Actually,
All right.
Barstow's not as bad as like Baker. Baker's pretty rough.
Got pocket pairs go around on Stone's Live here. The deck is cooperating. Harlan with queens makes it 80
Yeah, this
to go.
is a good spot for Harlan.
Day's
right?
gonna call. Here comes an 8 high flop. Ooh. Everybody hates it. Both players miss. Harlan's queens in the lead.
I feel like, oh wow, check. Yeah. This one is.
Oh, disco for Day. That's a disco day, ladies
I actually
and
thought
gents.
that was going to check the turn too. It might actually check the turn.
Now the sick
Maybe.
thing is Harlan can still catch now a 10 or a queen. If you guys look at the outs there in the top of your screen right there, that actually is, we gray out that 10 of diamonds because it was folded pre-flop, so we calculate true outs. So even though technically he's thinking
Pure
6 outs in his
outs.
head, in this particular case, he only has 5.
Cersei was hot naked. Minus the rug. That's great. Shame. Let's see. He makes it 150? Or no, 125?
Yeah, so Harlan bets 125 over to Day,
If he,
who's thinking, how do I get that money? Oh, sorry, Day raised to 395.
okay, yeah, I was going to say, if he's taking this long, it's probably going to lose a lot of potential action, I think. If you take that long and then raise, maybe, So I'm glad he'd already raised. Do you got pocket tens?
Did it say call and see?
Call and see. Do you think that raise is big enough, Surf? He basically 3x'd it.
I love it. Our chat makes the best reads. Like Wapry's like, now watch. Harlan's gonna ask him a couple questions.
You think he's gonna fold? I mean, it's a pretty. At what point does that become a fold? By the way,
Yeah.
Just slide it forward a little bit, pull it back, slide it forward. See, I think that's a fold right there. 3 forward motions. I feel like that's got to be a fold. Yeah.
Sarah's trying
He
to take his
hates
cards. Like,
that
come on, bro.
So much.
Come on.
But yeah, that's an interesting question there too. It's like, at what point? Obviously, you don't want him to fold if you're Day.
Yeah.
So you would never bring that up. But at what point is like him shuffling the cards forward and maybe trying to pull him back?
Yes, Surf says against Harlan, raise huge. Suited Aces says Sarah's not having any of it. Yeah, that's Sarah. If you guys have played at Stones before, Sarah is in the dealer box. Sarah is great. If you try to give Sarah smack, she'll give it right back to you. And she runs a tight game. She's good at what she does, though.
Enough with that noise, Harlan. That's like verbatim what she said. Pro fold. Oh no, yeah. See, Fish. That's a. I don't necessarily think. I think maybe he was just being cute, right?
Oh yeah.
It strikes me as somebody who's trying to get some laughs, fun for the stream kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Of course,
absolutely.
if he tries to pull it back, then obviously that changes everything. But
No.
I don't think he was doing that. I'm just curious, just in general, like you see a lot of things.
Next time, I'm kind of taking Surfin's line here. Next time, he should let's code bet it. Let's bet $888. Let's just go for it. Just make a read.
And then call up 888 and be like, hey,
boom. Look at this.
Tweet it at him.
All spades here. Only player with a spade. Actually, Harlan has a baby spade. Adam has the next best spade here with a jack of spades.
It's Harlan. Okay, so check around. Oh, wow.
Frederic ahead here with top pair with queen.
It's interesting, too, because Fred's going to call. Does Harlan call here? No. I guess he's not that loose.
Eights are hot tonight.
Did Jeff called that or on the turn?
No, Jeff's out.
Okay, the thing's lagging behind a little bit, I think.
Mr. Clever Fox in the house. I'm going to tell you
Sam
how to get on that
Cosby.
stream right there, buddy.
Coming at you from the Philippines.
Oh,
I
yeah?
work with that guy. He works with Valerie also. We
Very
worked
cool.
this summer in WSOP.
Very cool.
He's currently in Manila.
Well, it's a bit of a flight for you, but get in the game there. Text or call that number or email JFK Stones TD here. He will take care of you.
Oh yeah, he's coming here too.
Nice.
I don't know if there's a stream in that time, but yeah.
But we will do it. If there is, he's on it.
You just can't wear that TSM hoodie, Sam. Or no, sorry, CLG hoodie. You can wear the TSM hat if you want. Here's so much chatter in the back. I'm trying to figure out what they're saying. They're saying words. I think they're talking about how random it is to have two people next to each other have aces.
Oh, yeah. To have two people have aces,
Frederic.
let alone have two people next to each other, it's
Right.
pretty astronomical odds.
Yeah. And one is a male and one is a female. I know.
Oh, there you go. Let's keep
on
going.
on
And
a
one's
Monday
wearing a
evening
green
when
and
it's over 100 degrees. It's never happened.
One in a
before.
million,
Never
guys.
happened. 5 players. Let's see. There's so many players. It's hard. I guess
See,
Queen Jack. has
Absolute
the
Fish
best
was wondering when's the next 1-3 game coming up. Frickin' Barstow's going to chime in and say it is the 3rd Wednesday of the month. He is not wrong. I can tell you this Wednesday coming up here, you're going to have Jake and Deb in the booth with you, and it's going to be a 10:25 no limit this Wednesday.
Yeah, Surf. There's definitely been PLO on the stream before.
I asked him if he wanted to keep turning farther out. If he wanted to come. Do you remember Charlie,
Jack.
the Phoenix? Another guy, kind of curly hair.
All right, so Day bets 60 into 180, like 1/3 pot. Because that already updates,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So you've got 3rd pot. Adam in the non-believer section of the stadium. Looks like he is coming in for a raise. Gonna swing at the fences, ship it up. Looks like maybe another 100 on top.
See, this is where it's fun to not actually be in the game because I like him raising here.
Yeah.
I think to some extent, at least that it's almost better than calling 2 bets,
Yeah.
right? If you're calling the turn and calling the river, here you actually have a shot at winning the hand instead of hating yourself and calling the river when
Just
he
calling
bets
it,
again.
and he gets it away.
All right.
Let's it go.
Does he show him?
Great raise by Adam. No, he's definitely not going to
nice.
show. Great raise by Adam. And this is actually having position here, like you talked about. The cool thing about raising there is most likely, if Dave does flat call, then he's going to check the river to you. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Maybe flat
maybe.
possibly.
But then, yeah, so he'll check call.
Yeah, he might be.
your
Yeah, he
river,
might be in
so-
check call mode on the
So
river.
that may be the only way you can win the hand there
Yeah.
with the 10. All right, you're playing. First of all, Sam, 5-5.
What do you mean, no? V-Cross? V-Cross is in the game. Vocal Terror, what's going on?
Yeah, V-Cross is playing. She is. I think she's wearing a Poker News hoodie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Nah. Speaking of V-Cross, waking up here with Ace-9, she's going to come in for a bit of a raise. 35 to go.
Wonder Woman, Valerie Cross, Jeff. All right. I wonder. Okay, so in a tournament, I don't know, maybe this is like different. Like, do you ever 3-bet with Jack 9 in position there? Like, I think.
If you're Harlan.
Right. I think I would 3-bet.
King,
Well,
king
some
six.
of the time,
Yeah,
not necessarily
yeah, of
this
course.
time. Just because. Some of that Sam Cosby money to play.
He is a clever fox.
Sam
All right, so
is,
it looks like it's a bet of 30 on the flop, called by Jeff.
Sam is officially a millionaire in Filipino peso.
Nice. Solid. Now the board double pairs here. Val is thinking her ace might be good. It was Battle of the Nines, and that ace kicker is
So
solid.
you check. But how do you feel when a guy who I'm guessing has sort of like a tight image bets that board?
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
That's how you feel.
Valerie doesn't say. Maybe also there's not a ton of money in the pot. He bets a 3rd pot.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, okay, let's move on.
Well, and the thing is, and here's
There's
the problem
better
too.
spots.
And what's difficult is to call for a chop sucks. You know, I
Right,
mean, let's
true.
just say he does have ace high, right? I mean,
That's
let's
why
say, you know,
position is
whatever.
always nice.
Guys, there it is. The Stones Fall Classic. You want big action, you want big names, we got it for you. Coming up late September, going through October 8th there. Jonathan Little, Annette Overstead, David Tuckman, Justin Hammer, and look at Justin Hammer's
That picture is
too.
pretty amazing. Did he just go Super Saiyan
Basically,
right there?
just straight up. He just he cranked it to like 9,000 all the way, and then Tuckman with a very serious booth face. I'm sure he'll end up like partially over on my lap during the stream. But definitely, guys, be in town for that. It's a great series. Always humongous turnouts in the Classic Series. I believe it's our 5th overall Classic Series we've had, and they've only gotten better.
And that's when the Omaha tournament is.
Yeah.
Nice. Anytime you can play Omaha at Stones,
Yeah.
it's a good day.
When I play Omaha, it's generally Omaha because I lose badly.
And you're laughing about it? At least you're a good sport.
Somebody's laughing.
Okay.
Not me. Vocal Terror does love Tuck on my lap.
So Jeff,
Tuck on your lap. I almost spit it a little bit. Calm down. Going down over there.
something's happening.
A little precursor.
Tuck me in.
All right, all diamonds on the flop here.
Wow.
Deuces,
How much do
technically
you
the best
hate
hand.
this on a flop of 1 to, or a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
How much do you hate that flop?
Oh my God, with deuces? Deuces, it's like, think of like one of the worst flops I can get. There it is, nailed it.
3 overs, all 1 suit.
Maybe like ace, king, queen, all diamonds, maybe something like that. Other than that,
Yeah, I don't even know that was a bad beat. Just some people clapping and getting up like, oh wow, crazy river card. At this point, I'm immune to it.
sounds like that's one of those suck resucks. Like, hey, he was ahead the whole time. You got lucky. He got re-lucky. Guys, once again, if you're just tuning in, you are watching a 5-5 no-limit game here at Stone's Gambling Hall. It started out with a max buy of 1,000, and now it is table stakes, meaning you can buy in for up to the biggest stack, which I believe in this case would probably
Which means
be
don't show
maybe
up
more.
late.
Yeah, yeah, don't show up
Unless
late.
you want to buy in for 5K.
Don't show up late unless you brought dimes and dimes in your pocket. I'm not talking about the change. Cornbread here with 30. With 10s, he's gonna call the 30.
And then Derek's raising from the small blind. Am I seeing that right? That's the
Ace
small
King,
blind?
yeah, 3-bet up to 155.
Ooh.
And Val with King Jack. Look at it. Did you see Val's instant look at Derick? Like, why'd you do that?
She's like, dang, I really wanted to play this hand, but
Yeah.
this spot is so terrible.
Val with the instant laser eyes over at Derick for the 3-bet.
That's the exact hand you look down at that you want to look down at. Maybe not exact,
Yeah.
but pretty close to the best hand you're going to look down at when a raise and a call and you're in the big blind. So you definitely hate the 3-bet. Oh, wow. Doesn't really feel like fold. Pre-flop fold.
Just lets it go. I would have been okay with the call there. He also at least had position there. I wouldn't want to necessarily call and then play out of position against Derick.
I think somebody is trying to convince the chat that Doyle Brunson died earlier today.
Yeah. It's funny, I'll tell you what. It's when you have table stakes game like this, more often than not, I've actually seen everybody buy in for max, 2 players go at it, go all in, 1 player busts the very first hand, so the other guy
everybody
doubles,
re-ups.
and then he instantly rebuys to match the other guy for double. So it's like 1,000 max buy-in, this guy has 2K, so he just rebuys for 2K. He's like, screw it, I'm stuck for 3, but bring it.
Right,
you know?
yeah. I mean, if you're going to play cash hold'em, you want to be as deep as possible. It doesn't hurt to be the big stacks.
So Jeff here waking up with Ace King is going to raise it to 30. Porter makes the call of Queen Jack.
It's as if... Oh, okay. He called in position. I got it.
I still have the record of beating 77.
So Frederic open?
I believe Jeff opened.
Okay, so the order is...
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like it checks all the way around. You actually have a straight draw for Frederic with that 4-5 there on the flop. Jack on the turn connects with Porter, giving him the best hand right now. Frederic is just going to fire out 55 into 100.
I like 1, 2 there. And then
Absolute
2
Fish,
there.
all the games are eligible for the jackpot, except for tournaments.
Brunson is dead is an old joke. That's funny. I guess that's hilarious? I'm not sure. Alright, it's difficult to keep track of him.
So over to Porter.
Just call?
Porter's going to call, and
Wow.
Porter 11 pair now for Porter. Queens, jacks, eights. Take your pick.
I feel like, oh no, Frederic's gonna have a shot.
JFK Stones looks like, unless he's trolling me, he's giving us a little sneak peek here in the chat. I said there's jackpots are eligible for everything but the tournament. JFK Stones chimes in and says he's working on a tournament jackpot. Zing! I'm ready for that.
I feel like that's definitely gonna happen then.
Yeah.
What I've noticed about Justin is if he puts his mind to something, it's gonna happen.
Half the time. It happens every time.
Half the time it happens every time? Is that one of the 68% of
Exactly.
stats that are made up?
Well, 72% of the time, that's accurate.
No, okay.
For sure. So, Frederic fires. Porter.
Yeah, there's no way Frederic's winning this hand.
No way. Yeah, Porter's going to at least call here, and he is.
He calls and I play the board. Now, what I've found too is a player like Frederic, who, okay, I'm totally assuming a lot about Frederic right now, but he probably, like, if he's bluffing, he's probably not betting enough to actually win the pot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you have to pick your sizing really right. It's really funny. I kind of went over this with somebody the other day where you have to kind of figure out what type of player you're playing against when you go for a bluff. Sometimes, like, really good players, if you overbet it, can make it that think it's extra bluffy.
Right.
Whereas other players, if you kind of make it look value-y, then they almost might think it's like, okay, well, you want me to call, so I'm not going to call. But the problem is, where do you draw the line between making it look value-y but still betting enough to get them to fold?
Right.
Because if you make it too value-y, they're just going to call because it's value, And it's just like,
Started over there. What do you guys?
I get confused by Nightbot throwing down the hammer.
Yeah, Nightbot's hammer
Watch
drunk.
your language.
Nightbot's on the sauce. So Derick on the button here raises up to 30 with King Jack.
Looks like they're
and gets
moving
it
on.
through. Easy money.
Congratulations, Derick. Well, there you go. Like you said, the shortest stack of the table is 1,000.
Yep.
1,100.
Oh, guys, there we go. By the way, I do see that posted in the chat. Don't forget the Dream Seat stream coming up on August 23rd. Click that link and check it out.
Is that Moneymaker playing that?
It's going to be rad. No, not this one.
Oh,
no,
okay,
I
there's
think he
more
is.
than
Actually,
one.
no, I think he is. I think he is. JFK Stones, I believe, can chime in, but I think Moneymaker is playing this. It's a $5,200 buy-in, single table cash tournament. Hybrid shit show of awesomeness is what I like to call it. And at the end of the day, it's going to be rad. It's something new and fresh, and you've never seen it before. Confirmed, the Moneymaker is playing that one. So you know he's going to be barreling a bottle of wine, I'm sure. So yeah, definitely tune in for that because it's going to be a first time and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I might even wear my ridiculous money suit for that show.
Oh, you should.
I think it's
I
deserved.
believe I'll be watching.
The Vinny show is deserving. I think it's that one.
I noticed my friend Tim showed up.
Oh, and Scott Ball's going to be in the game
Scott
too
Ball
on
at
Twitch.
Moneymaker.
Wow, that's good. Dream Seat, Dream Team. Love it.
Is that full? And can anybody play it?
Anybody can play it. I think there's going to be more than one. JFK Stones can fill us in the chat there.
But yeah, my friend Tim came in to try to convince us that we should do some no limit deuce. I just found out I actually had this conversation with Justin. Stones is not licensed to play no limit deuce
Oh yeah.
at the moment, so maybe in the future. Unlikely though.
God is great 999. What's going on, buddy? We are 100% live with you, but the actual footage we are all watching together is about 20 to 25 minutes old. Otherwise, Frederic can look at his phone and know that Dave flopped trip sevens against Frederic's top pair.
And thinks he's gonna fold.
Yeah, Frederic's
He's like,
in
look, I
trouble.
got it. I've got this.
So 8 peels here. Pot's at 135. Frederic first to act.
Frederic check calling? Agree, everyone should play a little no limit deuce to 7. It's a pretty fun game. But I'd be interested. Oh, so check?
And Dave's-
125?
Yeah, Dave's gonna
150?
fire.
Okay, so a little bit more than pot.
And Frederic is not slowing down. Guys, once again, white chips are hundreds, greens are quarters, reds are fives.
And then he's checking in the dark. Or maybe he's not checking in the dark, but the 10 didn't show up on
Either
the
way,
screen.
he was checking.
Right. And then you're betting again if you're day. More than likely. Let's see, Frederic. Oh, wow.
And you really can't put him on any sort of hand.
I mean, if he's betting the entire way,
No, I'm saying you can't put Frederic on any sort of hand that he wasn't on
Beats.
any draw that connected there. Running
Yeah.
8-10 didn't help him. He's never calling there with 6'9", 9 jack.
Is Brent Harrington related to Dan Harrington? No, I am not. But some people believe that as a joke. Yes, he is.
And this is kind of. I mean, this is rough because essentially your kicker is the board. If you're Frederic, and you're really just trying to catch a bluff.
Maybe
at
this is
point.
one of those times where you level yourself into catching a bluff, right? Like,
yeah.
He's got the Tang top on and the glasses.
You're trying to catch
he
a
looks
bluff.
like a guy that might bluff you. Jay.
Yeah, there you go. He correctly folds there.
All
I
right.
mean,
I'm proud of Frederic. I think that's a good fold.
Yeah, I mean, because best case scenario, you're almost like calling the chop with an ace. Everything else has you beat. Any ace, jack, ace, queen, ace, king.
No, there's a lot of, I'm 68% sure he's Dan Harrington's fifth cousin's nephew. Yeah. It's Dan Harrington.
Oh my god.
I am not Dan Harrington anything.
Have I mentioned how much I love our chat?
This is very fun.
Our chat is super awesome, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We always appreciate it. If you haven't clicked that heart and followed us yet, do so. It's
I am
100%
Dan
free.
Harrington's stepsister's third cousin.
Next door neighbor's
on the
dog's
mom's
first
side,
groomer. Yeah, something like that.
I am that. That's
Yeah.
right. I lied. Hey, Sean. Cormac should be action Brent. Should be needs a shave Brent. Last time I was on the stream, I had a mustache, and people made a lot of very hurtful comments.
Hey, normally mustaches get all the praise.
I'm sure, yeah. We live in this society where everybody who has a mustache is
Everybody
always...
wants that Tom Selleck mustache.
Always.
All right, Derick from the hijack here raises to 75 with pocket deuces. Frederic makes the call with 8s. Cornbread has 6s. Pairs for everybody. That's how we do it here on Stones Live.
And the 6s fold?
I believe 6s
guess so.
did fold, so you know one's going to get there. Everybody misses. Frederic's 8 still in the lead.
5 open seats for the dream seat. We're talking about that.
Nice.
I imagine...
Sean McCormick in the house. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Good to see
Thanks,
you.
Mike. That's fine.
I will have an arcade technician out there to fix your Dance Dance Revolution machine immediately, sir.
Oh, wow. Are you good at that game?
No, but I believe Sean is. He has one at his house. I would hope he's good.
Oh, wow. Sean has one?
Yeah.
Neat.
He moved it upstairs and now it doesn't work. So I got to find somebody to fix it.
Oh, is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in? I do tech support. Did you reboot it?
Turn it off and then turn it back on again. Because some people don't know what reboot means,
It's
right?
true. They're like, turn it all the way off? And I'm like, yes.
Reboot it. I've
All the way
already
off.
kicked it at least 3 times.
All the way off. Bacon chiming in, maybe we should run a satellite for the dream seat coming up. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, JFK Stones would be the guy to talk to about that.
Yeah. Just do $1,000 coin flips, guys. You can get your
Right,
seats
yeah.
all day. Well, the
It
one
is.
and only V-Cross Poker just started watching. Now she's tuning in, so be careful what you
Uh-oh,
say.
so she's studying up. Oh, she's got it. There it is.
Yep.
Well, I guess we...
We'll see it in 20.
Yeah,
We'll see her flip over her phone
We'll see
and
her
log
flip
in.
the phone over in 20 minutes. So Valerie calls limps middle position. Is that right?
Whoops around. Our action tracker's catching up. Raised bet is 60, I believe. 60 from Harlan here with the mystery hand. There we go. Ace queen suited. Everybody running for the hills.
Yeah, I don't
And he gets
think
through.
he says, "Come on, Val."
Harlan makes that same.
That's when you know you make a good fold.
Harlan makes that same squeeze play raise with like 7-8 of diamonds there. He makes the exact
Okay.
same raise there. And that's why Harlan's play is so polarizing.
It's hard to look at the chat at the same time. If I'm going like this, it's because I'm trying to see what you guys are
Yeah, you go
typing.
super ADD everywhere.
Yeah, wham, wham, wham. Yeah, let's see. Let's get some aces versus aces again. At least.
Miss Poker Boss in the house. What's going on? She made a random booth appearance there. That is Sean McCormick's wife.
Oh, does she play Dance Dance Revolution as
She,
well?
yeah, I bet you she plays some DDR.
Did she break it on purpose?
Yeah, exactly. You're playing too much.
Sean's
Break it
playing too
down.
much Dance Dance Revolution.
I love
The
it.
upside about that game, as opposed to other video games, would be that you're sort of exercising at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
no, you're not sort of. You are. I mean,
don't
I see
see-
guys go to the arcade and they like come in, they get set down their giant water bottle and like a towel over the thing, and they're like, and they just bust out like a satchel full of quarters and like, I'm gonna be here for a few hours.
Right.
So.
And they probably, what I found really interesting is the guys that hold the bar. It seems like that's not really like dancing. You're just trying to win the game, right? Like you've gamed the system so much that you're just like holding the bar for leverage so that you can tap faster, right?
Exactly.
You're like, screw gravity.
Tap revolution. Solid.
Yeah, exactly.
So Adam coming in, he's going 30 on the button here with Queen 9. And quick call by Derick here with King 4.
From the big blind, or was that
From under the gun here, probably like maybe a straddle.
Oh, okay.
So check 10-7 here.
So it's effectively a defend then.
Adam flops open-ended. Derick checks it over to Adam, who insta-bets and takes on the pot.
Maybe that's a tell too. I noticed that when Adam bluffed the first time and won that pot with the 10, he tipped $2.
Yeah.
This time he only tipped $1.
There you go. Sometimes it's pot dependent. You know, it's very interesting about, you know, we covered tipping before, what you tip the dealer, etc. Some players I know who grind out and literally play all day, every day for a living and get their hourly. You know, they're very specific on what they tip because, you know, that cuts into essentially their wage, and I understand that. A lot of recreational players, obviously other dealers, people in the service industry seem to tip a little bit more. For me, I'm definitely a pot size dependent person. If I take down a huge pot, you're gonna get a $5 chip, maybe a couple $5 chips at least, you know. But that's because exactly. But just stand there, you get them.
I'm just gonna be like, hey,
guys, real quick, dealer change bomb pot. What that is, all players throw in $25. We see a flop and they play it from there. So pot's at 200 right now.
Seems like you might get a little bit more action on this one. At least like a couple people connected with the flop. Bets 80.
Derick with 8-3, good old Octocrab fires out. 80 to go.
Harlan ace-6. One loose call, that's what he says. I feel like if Harlan wrote a poker book, that's what it would be called.
Yeah.
One loose call.
You know, Absolute Fish, you know, back on the tipping subject real quick, at the end of the day, whether it's $1, whether it's $2, just at the end of the day, I mean, the dealers, that's their livelihood, right? So just tip something. You know, even if it's $1, toss them $1. They appreciate it, you know, right on. Under $10 pot, you don't generally tip, that's fine too, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, just don't forget about them, right? I mean, they're in there, and really that's where they make all their money is tips, so.
Cornbread just raised. So it looks like we had an $80 bet with one caller, and then it raised to 280.
Wow.
What was the bomb pot pre? Is it 25 a person?
25 pre, and I think there was 8 players at the table when they did it, so the pot was at 200.
And
Derick fired
fold.
80. Harlan called the 80 with just nothing, just
yeah.
airballing it. And Cornbread,
that wasn't just one loose call. That's what he said.
yeah,
One loose
Cornbread
call.
puts in a solid raise here, and the problem is, it's going to get through, we know this here, but the problem is that with the bomb pot, with 9 players, or essentially 8 players in this pot, and no sort of pre-flop action, any hands possible, deuce 5, 8-5,
True.
8 deuce, I mean, it's all possible.
I think since you have no pre-flop action to kind of figure out like what somebody might have.
Yeah. Guys, go ahead and check out the chat. I'm going to throw in what one of our other big bomb pots did. And that you're going to see turned into what Absolute Fish is referencing there, which is a solid, ends up being like a 13, 14K pot, which what happens when it was a bomb pot, along with the Rack Attack promo, which is where they add a few hundred to the pot. So they were doing a $50 bomb pot, plus a Rack Attack, so there's $450 in there from the bomb, $200 from the Rack Attack, $650 to start, and my affectionate term, shit hits the fan.
Wow. I'm going to have to watch that later. Sounds fun. Cornbread.
Frederic pops it to 30. Day makes the call.
Calling
Border's coming
ace-8 from the
along.
small blind. Oh, ace-8 suited from the small blind. And so this is pretty standard straddle, right? That's what Valerie is the straddle there.
King 7-3 on the flop here. Day connects with his king, top pair.
This is such a like random bet. I think that I'm very confused by why you bet there. With Queen Jack.
Maybe he knew
Maybe he
Jack was
knows,
coming. All right, so he's catching up slowly here.
So now he checks? Okay, yeah.
You got to bet when you have nothing. Then when you have something, you got to check.
But like, what I find interesting, the reason I mention that is because it's almost like there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's really the only possible
draw for him
runouts that
at
are
all.
good for you is 2 jacks, right? Like,
Yeah.
or 2 queens.
And 9 peels on the river here. So on the turn, Day bets 120. Frederic calls it. Frederic checks the river. The river makes 2 pair for Day. Possible running hard potential, but Day's not
Trying to
sweating.
clear him out for switch buttons.
He's gonna bet 210. Try to get a little value out of this pot. This pot escalated quickly, and I'm not even sure why this pot is the size that it is, but you know, pot happens.
Yeah.
Right, and Frederic's gonna let it go.
Well, that's what I said. Frederic led the flop,
Yeah.
which is like strange. I mean, strange to me.
Yeah. Saw a little pickup for Day.
Day loves it.
What's that?
Day loves it. If you're gonna lead the flop and then check both, check, fold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're just tuning in, maybe you're joining us from the front page there, make sure you go ahead and click that heart and follow us. We're here with you spewing cash game action every Monday and Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up, we got 1025 no limit. And I do mean spewing cash game action.
I liked that you chose that
That's
word.
it. Just spewing cash game action. We're located right out here in Stuckramento, California, where you get stuck in the cash game.
That reminds me, was the guys that are out here that, is it Deej? The guys that
Deej, yeah,
the
Deej
shirt?
Poker, yeah.
And so I played a tournament here one time, and some guy kept trying to come up with slogans for the shirt. Like he knew the guy was making the shirts, so he's like, "Oh, you should put this on a shirt. You should put this on a shirt." And it actually, I think it got quite annoying actually. But he was a champ though. I think is his name Nick. Is that his name? The Deej guy? I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, Nick Colvin's one of them. Yeah. All right, so we got a 3-bet here by Derick with Ace Jack, and flop comes Queen 7 Deuce. Couple of spades. Porter with a flush draw here. And Derick's coming along. He's gonna fire out 90 right off the bat. It's gonna be a quick call by Porter. Disco for Porter. Now this actually does.
So is it raise the button, call from the small blind, and then lead? Right?
Standard rules, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I guess it says right here.
Yeah, so then we have our action tracker there on the left.
Call
and
15. Oh, no, Derick 3-bet.
Now Derick here actually picks up a straight draw to Broadway. For red 10 peeled, he might be apt to pay off Porter a little money here.
What do you do with a made flush here? Do you just flat? I mean, if you flat here, he's almost never betting the river.
True.
So do you just raise?
He's gonna take the flatting approach. He's gonna flat call. Brick on the river. If another spade peeled, it could have got a little interesting.
Check fold here more. I mean, yeah.
Check bet fold.
I guess even if you raise there, like he's never doing anything anyway, but
yeah. Guys, again, if you are just tuning in, the chip denominations are red is $5 chips, whites are hundreds, greens are 25.
I think Reed Pro is referring to the Stones commentators as a whole. I highly doubt he means me. First night, I'm already at the top.
That's it.
Best in the game.
Go big or go home. Go right up to the top.
Tuckman said, set your bar higher.
Nailed it.
All the way.
So it looks like Porter is our big stack after that pot with 3.7K. I'm going to punch in the cash win command there. And it looks like Day is actually our big winner so far. Day's up about $1,200, followed by Cornbread 405 and Porter at 250.
So that means that Porter bought in for a ton.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, he was up a ton before the stream we started, basically. So they play about a half hour to an hour before the stream goes live, before we start recording. And I know that he said he only bought in for 1,000. He got involved in stacked Val really early on.
this is based on when
Since when we started,
Oh, okay, got it.
So I know he got involved in a big pot with Val early on.
Yeah, because they were already playing before the stream started for a little bit.
Yeah, and then apparently Porter stacked Val early, and then Val hit quads shortly after that and actually got tripled up by Derick and Frederic. I only know this because they told me. So
Great job, Val.
Yeah, Val here, V cross, is going to 3-bet to 90 with queens.
Sean McCoy. Hoodies. I don't think. Well, I guess they are hoodies.
Yeah.
They have hoods.
Super comfy. You'll see them
Zip
all
up
over
hoodies,
the place in the World Series. WSOP.
There's a lot of Stones guys out there. It's always nice to see Stones guys at the series. In the sea of poker clothing.
Yeah.
These are sharp. I like them.
right, so it looks like 2 people are going to call V Cross's bet here. 10-9-5 couple.
This could be great for Val, because like if you want an overpair,
top for Harlan.
Yeah.
If you want anybody to have top, it's Harlan. So
Yeah.
top pair for Harlan, best kicker against Val's overpair. Val first to act.
Yeah.
She checks, you sly girl.
I was like, I would have bet money she was gonna check there and see what Harlan.
And Harlan
does.
checked.
Oh, wow.
What is going on here? Oh, and Adam's like, I'm not betting you guys' hand for you.
Right.
Now we're going to
Val's
see some
100%
action.
leading.
Expect to see some action here.
Unless she just knows Harlan so well that he's okay.
Val is 1,000,000% going to bet out here.
Day, I guess he does have the most chips and is the big winner too. Both.
Absolute Fish says Harlan without a hat seems to have lost some of that run good. Maybe he needs to put on a hat again, and Harlan's going to go beast mode. So Val bets 180 into 300.
Yeah.
A little over half pot.
Definitely.
And Harlan's definitely going to make the call.
And she's going to slow play herself to
heads up to the river.
I don't know. Obviously, yeah.
Another deuce. This is action. This is easy bet call here all day. Val's going to fire this for sure. And Harlan's going to call this for sure. Oh, wow. You know why? And that is where Harlan's image comes into play, because it was checked around. She's thinking Harlan could be calling with the deuce here on the turn after he hit it.
Oh, right.
And then this is a bad card for her.
There's cash in design. I mean, you're calling that bet, right?
Oh, all day.
Third?
All day, yeah. She's going to call that.
Maybe she checks because she wants to give him a chance
She
to
didn't
bluff.
want to, yeah,
Or
I
not
guess.
bluff.
And she also didn't want to just, I don't think she wanted to bet and get raised, maybe. I think she was just comfortable check calling there.
That's what we were talking about before when Jeff did the same. Well, he checked behind them.
But still, yeah, he had the showdown value where he just wanted to see it.
Right. Should she raise? I don't know. I think that's a really good river. I think maybe she was hoping Harlan would bet and assumed that maybe he didn't necessarily realize he was as strong as he was on that particular board.
Yeah.
So maybe she's thinking the only way to get any more money is to check and let him bet and call. I guess if she knew what he had, she could probably bet the river or raise the river.
If I knew what everybody had,
sure.
I mean, I'd just be winning the World Series.
I guess that's like a weird theory. But if she, yeah, that's what some people were saying earlier.
Guerrero
Sam,
327 says Harlan's up in their heads, living rent free. I cannot agree with you more. Harlan is funny. Sean McCormick says I like to check call against a player like Harlan. I can agree with that. I do concur. Val Cross here again. King Queen on the button, raises up to 15.
I'm going to default to what Val does as probably what's the
GTO.
yeah
Val
probably the best thing to do.
Val is always game theory optimal here.
Yeah.
So checks around, 9 of diamonds on the turn. Queen on the river, disco for Val. And little baby pot. I don't see her getting any action here.
It didn't get very big too. Like they both checked the flop. And was it bet call the turn? Yeah.
And then check, bet, call the river.
Yeah. I like.
So Porter there, our resident chip leader at 3.7K. We say that because technically there's no chip leader in a cash game. That's a tournament. But we like to needle our fellow commentator Jake because it drives him absolutely insane. Even if he's not watching the stream, he gets a little migraine headache.
He just knows that it's
Yeah.
happening. I think they're talking about that at the table, whether she should raise there or something.
Oh, the queens, yeah.
I think so. But, like I said, I'm going to default to what Valerie decides. Typically, it seems like.
What do you do here? Whatever Val does.
Yeah. If that situation hasn't been covered yet, then I'm going to sit here and wait.
Yeah.
Wait for it to be covered.
So Derick, I like Derick, getting splashy, disguising it up a little bit, raising 50 from the hijack with 5-6 suited. And Harlan calls a 5 deuce. God, show me a couple of 5s, please. I love a good train wreck. Oh,
wow. Except Harlan didn't get a piece of it, but this should be a fun.
Derick banks a flush draw, top pair for Frederic.
I like the check against a player like Harlan. Yeah, I think Sean's getting what we're saying is like Val probably knows Harlan's going to bet a lot of the time on the river. And
so Derick bets 65. Frederic makes the call. Now this 8 peeling actually gives Derick a small bad end of a straight draw.
I think you still don't hate it.
Yeah, still going to work with it.
Let's see, with only a 4 here, Derick is going to call, and then what's he going to do on the river? Hope that, Frederic. He's going to call here, hope that Derick checks.
And if you're Frederic, you have just a weak hand with no sort of redraw here. But you do have position, which is solid. And I like Derick's just going to triple barrel this sucker all the way down, and I respect it.
What do you make it? 145 into 540?
Problem is that I think to get a player like Frederic off this hand, you might have to bet a little more than that.
Yeah.
I think Frederic's going to call this.
Just made it cheap enough for him to call.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure I like that. Although Frederic made a fold like that earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Gets through. Good for you, Derick. Nothing like firing the... Hey, when you're firing the beastie draw and it completely misses, turn it into an air barrel.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think betting there is definitely, if you're betting the whole way, go for it.
Yep.
Oh, here's what you were talking about earlier, the
Guys,
win the button turn.
win the button. Seriously, it's simple as it sounds. I love the graphic like you were
Boom.
talking about.
It does
You
look
win
great.
that button. Every time you win a pot, you get the button, which means that, essentially, I equate it to King of the Hill. Right? Every time you get that pot, because you already have a good player, a solid player who's winning the button in the best position in the house. He's going to keep trying to keep that button in every hand. It's going to be fun.
I feel like it would be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
don't know
T-Live
if I
Daily
would-
Vlogs in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm not sure if I would play it. I mean, I would play it because I want to play
Because
whatever
we love
stones.
poker,
Exactly. But yeah, I think that's interesting because there's always that guy that opens so many hands at your table. Mm-hmm. You really got to open your 3-bet range.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
You gotta
in
get
a tournament
loose.
like that.
Drink a little
That's
Grey
right.
Goose to
If there
get
was ever a
loose.
tournament to drink in, maybe that would be it.
All right, so Cornbread here pops it up to 35 with Ace King. Val makes the call with 10s.
Val seems to be a really big fan of calling strong hands in position.
Absolutely. Top set. Merry Christmas to
Oh,
Val
wow.
here.
And then
Open
Frederic
ended for
hits a
Frederic.
piece, yeah.
Woo. This could get dangerous. Let's see here. So check over to Val. And this is funny because the only player really with a hand draw to beat her is going to be right behind her, which is Frederic. She bets 75. She bets exact half pot. And now over to Frederic here in position behind her, and he is going to... Oh, he's going up, you dirty bird. He's going to raise it to make it 175, 100 on top by Frederic.
Now, I wonder... Here's a spot where I think Val could raise. And probably will. I'm guessing.
The funny thing is, I think if Val had position on Frederic here,
She's gonna call.
I think she just flats
Right.
and then lets Frederic just go ballistic on the turn.
Right.
Cedar Ace is chiming in. Punish him, Val. Punish him.
Yeah.
She ships it
Oh,
in.
all in.
And
Well, no, that makes sense because he's got like 500,
exactly.
550.
So he's got 500 some change behind. I don't think that chips count as quite right.
Well, that's probably also what he bet, 175. So that's
Okay,
easy
yeah,
closer,
yeah, yeah.
right?
And the
Yeah,
problem,
now
is
he's like,
is that Val is thinking Frederic has a way bigger hand than he has. In fact, I think Val is thinking she would get value from like a big flush draw, maybe flush draw, straight draw.
Right.
But unfortunately, Frederic doesn't have that big of a hand, and I don't think he can commit his whole stack here. I
This is
think
part of the
Val's just
reason
gonna
why
scoop it
you
down.
hate well, you don't hate it, but I think a lot of people raise draws. Obviously, like
Yeah.
you bet and somebody's on a draw.
Because
and
then
raise,
if you
and
miss
that's like
it-
the first thing you get somebody on.
Yeah.
That's true. How many people are folding? So if you're raising with a draw on the flop, how many people are actually folding the best hand?
Yeah.
They're going to at least see the turn, make you get there, right? You make the some sort of connection to the board. I feel like.
Oh, go for it.
Oh no, I was gonna say like if you switch those hands, Val probably calls in position.
Oh, Sean McCormick throwing in a super late $1 bet. Frederic calls. Can I still take that bet even though we saw him fold already?
I would have snap called. He folds.
I love it. All right, guys, real quick, if you're just joining us from the front page, make sure you click that heart and follow us. We're here with you with cash games every Monday and Wednesday, and then fun events coming up, like maybe this Win the Button tournament, as well as the Stones Fall Classic coming up. All these tournaments, all the final tables, all the live streams. So if you want to be on the stream, you can actually come play in those tournaments and just final table it. It's
Yeah.
easy.
And if you're rich, you can come play the Dream Seed.
Yeah.
Or not. You don't even necessarily have to be rich.
Just
I
have
guess
a backer.
5K is not really a huge thing for a single table, effectively like a sit and go.
Yeah, and it's part cash too, so you could actually win cash and get your money back.
Right.
It's gonna be.
It's not like a normal sit and go where you're gonna bust ninth and have nothing.
Yep. So Harlan here with Jack 10 raises up to 60. Jeff makes the call with 6s. Cornbread with 4s. Frederic with 7-8. Oh, this is going to be a train wreck. I already know it. Oh.
Wow.
How
And
does
it's
that-
like the action kill flop of all time,
Oh,
right?
really? Like, man.
Harlan
just give me
probably
3
loves
middle
it.
cards.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Put it out there. Yeah, it's pretty much dead. Frederic gets one piece. Okay.
So Harlan fires out 80. Frederic makes the call.
This is another pot where I think Frederic could really easily lose, but maybe Harlan doesn't have enough.
So checks through on the turn. The river.
there
Jack
he
banks
goes.
off. Harlan does connect. That gives him the check mark.
Check, check.
Jack said he's going to be like, got a jack.
And I win. Look at all those garbage hands
Harlan, you dirty birdie.
getting sticky. I played better. Valerie's, I guess, had Jack 10 as well.
Yes.
Frederic with 360 left. It hasn't been a good couple hands for Frederic.
No, yeah, Frederic's been on a bit of a downswing here. I'm going to punch in the cash win command in the chat, guys. You can check it out. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is a 5-5 no limit game. Table stakes is the buy-in. You can buy in up to the largest stack there at the table, which I believe is currently Porter there, you see, with all those greens sitting on about $4,000. This is at Stone's Gambling Hall, located right outside Sacramento, California.
I love calling any place a gambling hall. It makes me
Right?
feel like there's a lot of people in here with like pistols, Wild
Smoking
Bill.
jackets.
Yeah,
Actually,
there's just-
smoke-free, super nice, by the way.
No, this is nice, especially when you compare it to the rooms in the area. With
Yeah.
There's only one.
Yeah.
This is much nicer.
No.
Sacramento.
There we go. Jack King
I think I
7
like
here. couple of
Sacramento.
spades.
It's a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah.
Stuckramento just sounds like
Getting stacks.
Bill's gambling.
Looks like it checks all the way around 8
guys
on the
are mean.
turn here.
Who's mean, the chat or us?
Derick with the best hand.
I think, somebody said something about Frederic making marginal pre-flop calls. I think it's like at least 3 hands I can think of where he flops like middle or bottom pair and check calls.
Just goes with it, yeah.
check calls a flop and a turn bet and then folds the river. Those kinds of things. That's
Sly Cry in the house. What's going on, buddy? Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Derick wins the pot. True story. Where is this at? Stone's Gambling Hall.
Gambling Hall. It's
partner.
located right off Highway 80 in Citrus Heights, California, right outside Sacramento, California. If you have a Highway 80 around you in the United States, it's the
Hop
same
on
one.
it.
Get on it. Drive
Go
here.
west.
It
Unless-
might- and depending how far away, it might take you a few days, it might take you an hour, it might take you a few hours, but either way, hop on Highway 80, come on down. Come on up, come on over, wherever it is.
Come on over. Thank you.
And actually, it is funny, back to the gambling hall thing. It is a saloon, right? We have the saloon side, so bang, bang, shoot, shoot, bullet, bullet, gun.
Yeah.
Not really, but come on down.
Without the gunfights and chance
Super
for death.
classy, amazing food, plenty of hotels right in the area.
Oh, here we go. Day's looking to add some more chips. Is Day still the? You said Porter's the big stack. Is he the big winner now too, or?
Yeah, he's
Day's
up
up there. I know that much. This is a pretty good.
Porter's sitting on like 4K right now. Boom, 6-7-3 on the flop. Top pair for Derick against Day's overpair.
Almost always a call here from Derick, and a fold from Jack.
All right, so we got a bet by Dave with his jacks. Derick makes the call. Now the turn actually puts Derick open-ended, but also puts a 4-card straight on the board. A little scary. I don't know if it'll slow things down. We'll see.
I was gonna say I feel like Day's checking there.
And he does check.
Check.
5 pairs the board here.
And then check, check. Yeah, no, not a fun run out for Jacks. Go play Dan Harrington's grandson can analyze your hands. Yeah. A, not Dan Harrington's grandson. B, I'm just talking. I'm not saying you should follow any of the things that I'm saying. There's a reason that I'm not playing this game and I'm sitting here instead.
Waprai throwing a shout out to Postle, our very own Mike Postle here. You've seen him on the stream plenty of times. Apparently won a horse tournament today. Congratulations out there to Mike. He will be one of the players playing in the Dream Seat.
Oh wow! So Mike, Chris,
Absolutely.
Scott.
That's kind of his baby. He kind of created that thing.
I thought I had heard him talking about something like that, like a fun, kind of unique poker experience.
Absolutely. Whoa, I see. Oh, I was just hoping there would be 3 of them. Ace, ace, ace on the flop.
Everybody at the table had the same reaction that Justin had. Oh!
I see the 2 of them. I'm like, is there a third?
This is one of those ones where everybody's
ace,
just
ace, ace, king.
down.
Still, oh my God, somebody put a king on the river. Let's do it. Checks all the way around.
Well, there you go.
And Jack Queen makes a straight. Somehow makes a straight, but Cornbread makes a boat with the 10. What Cornbread bet, like $5?
$25
bucks. Insta-fold by Derick with a straight. He's like, you're funny. Wow.
Oh, Justin says he doesn't think Mike's playing Dream Seed.
Oh, really? Well, I guess he just created it.
Yes.
I figured he'd want to be part of watching his Frankenstein come to life.
Right.
Well, maybe he is now that he just won the horse tournament, apparently. Yeah. Maybe he's just free-rolling his buy-in.
That should be, I mean, based on, at the very least, Scott Ball and Chris Moneymaker are playing it.
Yeah.
So that should be, that's already a fun lineup, regardless of who else.
Mike B's a host of the Dream Seat. Well, we got to get him a fun suit then.
Oh, so you're going to wear the money suit.
And then we'll get him a fun
suit. Is he going to wear like some kind of clouds, some kind of dream theme or something like that?
I like it. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get him a fun suit. There's plenty. I get all my suits from a website called Oppo Suits. If you guys want to check it out, opposuits.com. They're all pretty much $100 and way too much fun.
Pretty much $100.
Yeah, some of the licensed ones are like an extra $20. You know, like the Pac-Man one.
And it's like a suit with a tie. And
it's a suit. Comes with a jacket, tie, and pants.
Nice. I played at a tournament with this guy who was wearing like a marijuana jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, they have that one on there.
Sure
it's called the Cannabis. And my money suit is called the Cashanova.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very clever with their naming scheme.
All right, Sean McCormick.
Hold'em Master's playing the dream game.
$1 says Frederic doesn't win this in.
God. So top pair for Derick here. Only player in the pot with a spade is actually Frederic, but it's the 4 of spades.
I am playing the dream game. Hold'em Master. Is that something different, or are you talking about the Dream Seat? The Dream Game.
Maybe he's just playing the game in his dreams. Another 5 peels off here. So Derick with the check mark here against Adam. 310 in the pot.
Check call, Adam just like fired?
Yeah, so I think Adam's really just trying to exploit this all-suited board here, and he's not stopping here. Grabbing a stack O red. It's funny, I feel like every time Adam's winning a pot, he's winning with just stone cold bluffs, and it's working for him so far.
He bets 2-4.
Not here. Quick call by Derick.
Insta call. That I'm not sure you could call faster. Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting if Adam wants to fire again.
If Adam can fire, oh wow. If Adam can fire this, and do you think if Derick makes the flush, do you think he really checks over to Adam? God, I would love to see him. He is. Is he gonna?
He bet 400, half pot again.
Yes.
And then Derick looks like...
Wow, he puts Derick in the tank. I love it. I really hope this gets through, because I just want to start a slow clap for Adam. Just air barreling all the way down with 10-4.
The second pot I think we've seen him win, if he wins this pot.
And this is such a tough call for Derick, because you don't want to be the guy who's like, I knew he had a spade, I just sloughed off an extra 400. God, this is beast. Yeah, let's give Derick a minute. Absolutely. You take all the time you need, bud.
It's the fun part about position.
And it is kind of blunt. I mean, he bets 400. He's only got like 300 some change behind. You know, it's
true.
just like, It's it almost like.
That's what you were talking about earlier, though. Like, is it like value? Is he trying to get me to call?
It's so. It just puts Derick in a. It's a really great bet. Puts Derick in a really tough spot here.
It is half the pot too, so
Yeah.
maybe he wasn't really thinking about what's behind, but more what the size of the pot is.
I mean, either way, if this gets through, great bet by Adam. If Derick calls this, amazing call by Derick. Either way.
Let's see what the flop action was. Adam's been betting the entire way, so check. This is the trouble with check calling, right?
Yeah, I mean, firing the pot's at 1.2K now. You're getting 3-1 on your money. Is your hand good here?
If you
Does he
check
have a
calling
spade?
3 streets, you can sometimes get yourself into the spot where you're like, he knows I have an ace, right? Maybe he knows I have an ace, or I have some piece of this.
God, Derick's so close. He keeps putting out the
I feel like
calling
it's
chips.
a fold. I feel like he's folding. If Sean McCormick wants to make $1 bet on that.
Take him up on him.
A gentleman's bet of $1.
Chips on 11, please.
I still
Wait,
have,
is he
I
calling
still have,
for chips
I still have
before
a
the
$1
actual-
chip. I have a $1 chip bet from Sean McCormick at home on my mantle.
Oh, wow.
I kid you not. Oh God, he's folding posture. Is he gonna do it? This is so tough. Oh, and he lets it go. Wow.
I mean, what? Yeah.
Dude, and if you're Adam, are you sitting there? I mean, is your vein just popping out of your neck right there? I mean, are you just
Props
like?
to Adam
oh
for not
my
doing
God.
the shirt muffle
Absolute
thing.
great play by Adam. I mean, that's exactly what you want when you are making a bluff. I mean, he put Derick to the test. I mean,
Derek's team, he's calling.
Derick could have almost flipped a coin there, whether he was going to call or fold that. I mean, he put it maximum pressure on Derick there. Wow.
And maybe he's more likely to call if you shove. Maybe that's why he doesn't shove.
Wow.
Because it would have been like 2x pot if
Yeah.
he shoves the river.
God, give it up to that man right there. That was solid play. Adam, well played. Just air barreled all the way down with nothing.
Looks like I would have made $1 off of Sean. If he had accepted
Sean's
the bet.
dollars are the sweetest. I will tell you that.
Well, I guess I'll just have the idea that maybe I could have had it.
Guys, make sure you click that heart and follow us because we're sick and we love just bluffing triple air barreling with 10 high. I mean, if you don't like that, you don't like poker. That's poker right there. Add it to a T right there.
Pretty great.
And that's what you'll see a lot when these all suited boards occur. A lot of players really try to exploit them because people play weird. With these all suited boards, it's like if I don't have any of that suit, even if I have a good hand, like we saw Derick there with top pair with ace jack, it's like I don't know what to do with my hand.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like it's bad.
I always actually like covering tournaments.
Yeah.
When you're like at a final table or something and the flop comes all one suit, you're like, okay, somebody's busted. Like those are the flops that you'd think they would kill all the action, but they really don't.
I like how our viewership spiked right during they was waiting to make that call. Our viewership was like peeking out and everybody was just like, hold on, I can't click off. I really got to see this call goes
And then
down.
everyone's like, okay, thank you, bye.
Absolute Fist chimes in. Step 1, bet. Step 2, bet. Step 3, bet. Step 4, profit. I like it.
It's a pretty great run out.
Yeah.
I feel like he's never winning that pot if a fourth spade doesn't come.
It was a sick scenario there because it's like, if Derick makes the call, absolute amazing great call by Derick. And with him folding, it's like absolute amazing great play by Adam. Like it's great. I mean, both two solid players going at it right there.
I wonder though, is it a great call if he makes it? Like obviously results-wise, he's winning.
I mean,
But-
I think at that point, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a great call.
Yeah. No, I'm not, and I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm just throwing that question out there.
I mean, I don't know. More often than not, are you facing like ace with a random kicker that's a spade? I don't know. Talk to the odds guy, but at the end of the day, it would have been a great call.
Well, I think the key is the fourth spade because he could have easily been firing like a big spade the whole way, and then it gets there. So.
Yeah, that is the buy in there, Kev Boss. Sorry, man. 200 minimum table max now. You can match up to the biggest stack, which I believe is Porter sitting around
There's like
4K.
4,000-ish as the big stack. So so at any point, you don't have to bust, right? You can match the 4,000.
Exactly. So check it out. Harlan here, you can add on at any time. Harlan spikes mid pair with a nut flush draw. He is way out in front on this board.
And he bets.
Fortunately for him, nobody really has anything to come along and pay him off here.
I like how Valerie's like, this would be the wrong board for Val to try to bluff
Yeah, this is
Harlan up.
This is where if Justin was in the booth with me, I'd say, "Where's Harlan going?" And we'd say, "Nowhere," because Harlan is going absolutely nowhere here.
Yeah. Is there an argument to be made to not, like, you're hitting this flop so hard? Do you want to check and see what happens? Like,
Yeah, like he just shows the
you
seven
have
of clubs.
so much of that.
Even just showing the seven of clubs is the power card.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a lot of love for Paul the dealer in there. Paul is an absolute great dealer and just a great all-around dude. Amazing artist, by the way. You've seen, I don't have anything here, but you've seen we have some Stones Live hats. He has a ton of artwork around. Everybody I know has bought an artwork from this guy. He does amazing art. So check him out, Paul Oyster Art there online. You definitely want some of it.
Yeah. This and they all look sharp. All the dealers at Stones look sharp. The bow ties and stuff. I like it. It's a nice touch.
I'll tell you what, call me a little bit biased, right? Because I know a lot of these dealers here. But at the end of the day, if you go out and you play somewhere like the World Series of Poker, no offense to them, they have to hire 2,000, 3,000 temporary dealers. But at the end of the day, it just makes you feel so good when you come back here because these dealers are so on point. You don't have to worry about double checking the pot. You don't have to worry about just a lot of the little semantic stuff where you're like, I have to watch my own. No, you sit back and you get to play poker and because the dealers here are masters of their craft.
Yeah, I think you're probably a little biased, but I don't think it's an untrue statement. Especially if you're, like you're saying, you're comparing it to the World Series. It's a different animal. That's what's cool about this place is it's small. Everybody, I mean, I'm not here enough.
Yeah.
But everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
I like it.
And by small, I mean we say only 20 tables. I mean it's fat. I mean Okay. So anyways,
it's a whole
back to the action. Day here, raise it up to 35, King, Queen of Spades. Everybody and their mom calls.
Is Harlan in this hand?
Of course he is.
Of course. Whoa.
And of course Harlan calls with King Rag and spikes a king, but it's no good against Day's King,
He's
Queen.
texting
here.
his friend. I just flopped top pair at a four-way pot. And the deuce is going to come on the river.
Sorry guys, sometimes people come up and mess with us in the booth. You gotta do what you gotta do.
We're basically like fish in an aquarium.
I'll do anything for $1. We tell them not to tap on the glass, but they do it anyways here. So Day's gonna continuation bet here. He's gonna fire out 75. Porter makes the call. Harlan makes the call. Jeff gets out of there. So 3 players to the turn. Oh, Bacon TT7. You know what's up. I'm not talking about your peeps.
Runner, hard.
Your peeps are solid. Bacon and his peeps are all WSOP dealers. Definitely way better than most of the WSOP.
I think the general consensus too is if you've done the World Series more than a handful of times, you're probably good, and you have the thickest skin in the entire world. Probably, because
so now the 6 on the turn is interesting. It actually gives Porter a double gutter, so now he can pick up an 8 or a jack. So nothing like increasing your outs here. Day is gonna bet 185. Put the screws to him. I like that Kev Ball's runner, nothing funner. I'll have to remember that. Guys, if you're just tuning in, maybe you're joining us from the front page, you're watching a 5-5 no limit game here at Stone's Gambling Hall. Make sure you click that heart and follow us. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday. And Porter is going to let it go. Even though he picks up a few more outs, he lets it go. Harlan still has top pair, but extreme kicker issues.
I like a raise. Everest, from who? You like a raise from Harlan here? Well, yeah, that's interesting because Porter's hand actually improves.
Improves, but then he gets out of there, right? And I think part of that could be at that point in the pot. He still has Harlan behind him, and Harlan is definitely a wild card. Harlan looks like is he stacking for a raise? Dirty birdie. Harlan's gonna raise. Here you go.
Is that like a min raise though? Or 185, he makes it like 450 or something? Oh, no, wait.
So our action tracker is going to catch up in a minute here, but Harlan did go for the solid check raise. Putting the screws today, check raise the day. So it's another 220 for Day to call here. And the thing is, we talked about this earlier, that board is so Harlan's range. 6, 7, 9 out there. Harlan can have any piece of that. And Day's going to make the call here.
It'll be interesting to see what happens on the river.
Oh, God,
wow.
now this is sick.
If he checks.
We talked about Harlan's range here. Harlan first to act. If Harlan really puts the screws to day here,
Does he have enough, though?
He insta ships all in. So let's see here.
600?
650 says is what our tracker says here.
That's pretty close to accurate. 650, and so it's half the pot.
And that's the problem is, and I like this here, and our chat nails it. They know Harlan's crazy. His range is anywhere. It's so easy for Harlan to have an 8 or hell even 2 pair, any sort of, even 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. I mean, take your pick, man. It's such a tough spot for Day to call. And it looks like it's about 3 to 1 on his money to make the call.
That's one thing too. I think it's happened. It's like sort of like a repeating theme tonight. Is when you check call with top pair and not the best kicker on the flop and the turn. Although he bet the flop, right? Dave bet the flop. Check calls the. Oh no.
So yeah, so Harlan check the flop. Dave bets. Harlan calls. And on the turn, Harlan checks. Dave bets.
So check
then
raises.
He raises. Yeah, check
right.
raises on the turn there. So, and this is the Harlan special here. I agree with Absolute Fish. The problem is that this is where Harlan can exploit his own image.
Yeah.
You know, like of course I have to have an 8 or at least 2 pair. Like I have to have.
Other than a deuce, that's.
And it also
as good a
completes,
card.
and it completes hearts too. That's the problem. Is it also completes hearts?
It's a pretty amazing card for Harlan.
It's so sick. It completes everything. Harlan, you're sick. Don't show him. It's you show him the deuce. Watch. Harlan shows him the deuce. Show it.
I mean,
it's the deuce of hearts too. Oh, he didn't even show him. I thought he was going to show him the deuce of hearts. If it wasn't a heart, he probably would have showed him the deuce because Harlan's just that sick.
Oh right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Credit for flash. Harlan's so nasty.
Yeah, of the river cards that could come, Harlan's got to feel really pretty solid about ripping that river. I was confused because I didn't realize he was acting first. So, check raising the turn.
Yeah, check call the flop, check raise the turn.
But that goes back, that would make a point again though. If you're check calling out of position with a top pair and a crappy kicker, you're going to lose more often than not, right? Because
all right, guys, sorry, but for those of you just tuning in, important, you guys just called it out, is a bomb pot. On a dealer change, we do a bomb pot. That means everybody throws in $25, and what happens is we get all that money in the middle, and then so there's 2 1/4 in the middle, everybody gets cards, and we play post-flop. I love this. I'm pretty sure Harlan started this a couple streams ago, and it's the thing to do now, man. A dealer comes in, and it's like, this is the way we celebrate. Dealer change, everybody just bomb pot, free money, let's have fun.
The fun part about the bomb pots is you get to see everyone's photos again.
Yeah.
If they haven't played a hand in a while or something. And you get to see it for a minute too, so it's always nice.
All right, so King, Jack, Deuce here, couple of hearts. Well, who's that in front? Adams, looks like Adams leading with 2 pair here, top, bottom. Hey, an actual hand for Adam. I've only actually seen him air barrel every pot he's won tonight, so this is a solid
on the
change.
on the random bomb pot.
Yeah, well, I'm very aware. Yeah, bomb pots have been going on for a little while here, but I love doing it on the dealer change. It's just so great. It's a lot of fun.
It makes sense.
Heart draw for V Cross here.
And Harlan has a gutter.
Kev Boz, we are live with you here, buddy, but the actual footage we're watching is about 20-25 minutes old. So they can check the stream all they want, unless they tank for 20 to 25 minutes, which I think is pretty much impossible. They will not see live cards in the hand.
So Cornbread's in an interesting spot with 2 people behind. He's at top pair, but...
Oh, sorry, once the delay catches up, yes, they can absolutely check the stream. A lot of players watch the stream, interact in the chat as well. Yeah, I can't wait for that bluff to catch up on the stream that Adam made earlier, because I know they're going to be talking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
T-Life Daily Vlogs, Carl is a fun dealer. That, however, is not Carl, that's Mike. Although it looks like him from that bald head angle right there. Alright, so this spot's escalating quickly here. Adam bets 150. Harlan, he's going to let it go. I think Harlan really loves, Harlan's got a taste for these bomb pots after he won 13 grand off one.
He feels like maybe he's fated to win the bomb pot.
Yeah, he feels like he's like, I'm going to win every one of these bomb pots.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess it is. It is in the corner. You're right. The stream is up in the corner over there.
Yeah, they have it on a TV. In fact, it's funny because they used to have it on the TV right behind the table, but they would find that during the stream, you'd have every player just looking up like this.
Right,
just watching that the entire time. So
they put it in much more like,
Yeah, it's in a corner, so they still have to like turn to look at it, but they're not,
Dave probably has close to the best seat for that.
Yeah. Once again, guys, if you're just joining the stream, click that heart. Quick rundown on those chip colors. The greens are 25s, the whites are 100s, the reds are 5s, and the blues are $1 chips.
Blues are 1. So Frederic hasn't rebought, so he's got about 350, I think.
Yeah. Fredric's going on that. He is an Operation CDU, what I call a complimentary double up.
What won the bomb pot?
Adam won the bomb pot there with King Deuce. He flopped top bottom pair. 2 pair for Adam. It's weird. Adam's supposed to have like 10 high and just airbail it all the way.
Well,
down.
on the bomb pot,
Yeah.
of course, he can connect with the board all he wants.
Ooh, this could get nasty here. Flush draw for Cornbread, flush draw, and a pair for V Cross. She's not going anywhere. Ah, danger, guys. Buckle up.
Is there a world where Harlan goes nuts here? Nope.
Nope,
All right.
nope. It's weird. It's weird that you don't find a world where Harlan goes nuts.
You almost wish that 10 was like a 7, maybe.
Boom! Disco City there. Cornbread with the check mark. Val officially drawing dead. She loves the turn. / doesn't know she hates it.
There's a Hunward.
But Val is also smart enough to not like get stacked off in a situation like this. So I think she might bet. She might face a raise here. She's gonna play this hand real cautiously. It's not like she's just gonna start chipping it. Especially with this board pair. This is gonna slow some action down.
I need you to bet like 200. Insta bets 200? Is that? I didn't see the actual bet.
We'll see here. Yep, 200.
Where his hand was, it looked like.
So 500 in the pot. Cornbread insta bets 200. It's very, very, very fast bet here. V Cross, I don't think she can find a fold. She definitely won't find a raise.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna call and see the bad news.
But just like you said, Val's probably never gonna raise the turn or the river.
And Wapry's on point here. He agrees as well. He says she's disappointed to not lose a bunch, and that's right on.
That's why I default to Val.
Yeah, default. just think
whatever
Val.
she decided to do is the best.
WWVD. What would Val do? Although that sounds a little weird. Sounds a little weird. Maybe we don't have the WWVD
Worldwide
slogan.
VD? I don't know.
Yeah, it's maybe not.
There's a lot of
maybe
places
not.
that could go.
I immediately regret that decision.
Yeah.
Don't put that on a bracelet.
At least we didn't make it.
Don't wear that on a bracelet. So bad.
I know it was in my mind, it had like stones on there, so everything, it was just like these terrible marketing decisions made in the booth. It's a good thing that neither of us actually is in charge of merchandise.
And that's how I lost my clothing line. Yeah. Right there. That's what happens.
Dave's calling on the button.
Yeah,
and Adam.
Senato, PMO, what's going on? This is the regular here at Stones, guys, and that happens because we play table stakes, and I love your comment.
All caps.
Yeah, we play yelling and screaming. We play table stakes here, which means that you can match up to the highest stack. So when people get doubled up and then get felted, they rebuy and match somebody's stack. That's how it goes here.
I'm a huge fan of Senato censoring himself.
Yeah, no, I
That's
absolutely
pretty amazing.
I absolutely love it. Welcome to the stream, buddy. If you haven't clicked that heart, follow us. We have fun like this every Monday and Wednesday night with Cash, and then we stream some tournaments on the weekends for you when we have them going on. Yeah, Porter there, still our big dog up at 3,800, followed by Day at 2,800. I'm going to punch in the Cash win command there in the chat, guys. You can take a look. Looks like Day currently is our big winner. He's up 775 here, followed by Cornbread around 740. Adam around 685. Sometimes those numbers can be a little bit skewed because if people run it once, twice, 3 times, those numbers don't always coordinate with that. But this is since the stream started, since we went live. I know that they start playing about 45 minutes before. I know that Porter already chipped up a few thousand before that started.
So it said Frederic has like 600 now, so I think he actually rebought for a little bit.
Yeah,
he
got a stack
added
of green
some.
there. Yeah.
Probably not a terrible idea when you're much shorter than a lot of the stacks, especially if you're stuck a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Jeff just raised?
And every now and then, Jeff, hey, Cornbread wakes up with aces. Oh, game
Wow.
on. Jeff picked the wrong time to get sneaky right now.
Well, the good news for Jeff is that there's literally no way he's going to lose any more money.
Yeah, trust me, Jeff is running for the hill.
Once Cornbread 4-bets, there's no way Jeff is in this hand. So
Yeah.
unless maybe I have no clue what I'm talking about. That's the only good part about raising with a hand like that. Oh wow, he caps his cards like he's considering it. 230. Oh, it's like a min rate. Oh no, never mind. I was thinking Jeff bet one.
Now we have over-under bets on how long it's for Porter to grow his beard. Fantastic. Oh, definitely over 3 months for sure.
Well, how long it took him to grow that? Oh, way more than 3 months.
I'm going over under 3 years. You think that just happens? You think you just wake up like that? I feel like I should go ask him.
Yes.
You know what? I'll
For
tell you
sure.
what, I want you guys to set the line on how long you think it took Porter to grow that beard. I'll be right back and I'm gonna ask him.
Okay.
You guys set the line and take the over-under. Maybe you can win $1 off.
It
Sean
looked like
McCormick.
it sounded like somebody was snap calling under 3 years.
All right.
So let's see. All right. This is, I feel like a test, as I am here for the first time. 18 months. Okay, 18 months. Over 18 months. I'm gonna say that's a long beard. Plus, if you think about trimming it and everything, I'm gonna go over 2 years. I think I would take over everything. I think I might go under 3 years. 5 hours because he's the real man. Yeah, for sure. Looks like Day has queens. 3 bets to $50, and Porter calls with ace-5 suited, thinking 3.5 years. I think I would go under there, but maybe I'll take 2 years for the. I'll take under 2 years for the. Okay, I'll go over 2 years for $5, Mr. Sam Cosby. Let's see. All right, so we're going to the flop. Harlan has a 5-3 offsuit, which actually he may continue.
He's going for it. 75.
Interesting flop. I mean, in terms of potential action, this is gives every player at least a little piece of it. Obviously, Day has a pretty big chunk with queens. Bet 75. Looks like Porter is raising. I don't. The beard is older than him, 13. So Porter's raising, and Day. I don't know, from a... I feel like Day is going to call. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm seeing what his chips are. I mean... No, it looks like a raise. Re-raise. To somewhere in the vicinity of $500 or $600. Let's see. Let's see. So we have at least one bet booked for 200. I'm gonna have Justin whisper it to me. I'm just kidding.
All right. So where are we at here?
This is a pretty
Oh, no,
insane
after this hand.
yeah.
Good Lord. Okay, what's going on here?
Day just 3-bet. So he led the flop. Harlan was actually in there with 3-5.
Not surprised.
Yeah, which I thought maybe he would consider continue, but Porter put in the raise right away. Harlan folded and Day 3-bet.
My hand was right on there.
I mean, this is one of those things where the 2 bigger stacks at the table.
No, that's nuts.
Porter, this is a spot where Porter's like, wait, he's looking
So you got
to
a
the
3-bet
dealer.
by Day pre, and Porter calls.
Yeah, it was three ways to the flop.
Okay, Porter checks, Day bet 75. Porter makes it 210, and Day just comes back hard with
745.
745.
Yeah.
This is rough. This is a rough one.
I mean, do you?
You definitely did not want the 3-bet click back. You're like, ouch.
Yeah. Worst beard. What's the beard answer? My Twitch.
We have not gotten to the beard yet, guys.
Oh, there's
We're gonna
no
wait
answer.
till
We're
after
waiting for
this
the
hand.
Yeah.
I love that. I went over. I was like, Porter, we got bets going on over here, bud. I always joke that Porter's hiding an ace in his beard whenever he needs it. He can just pull it out.
Here he needs a club. Is that ace another ace of clubs?
Exactly. Suited pocket pair for Porter.
Very unique situation here. It's the Stones Saloon.
Now this is rough here, man.
What's interesting is like
Because at the end of the day, you just
call.
you just have a flush draw. You would love to see a turn if something like even if you didn't hit the club, if like a brick 4 or 8 peeled off and made you open-ended, then you can get real funky. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then you only have one card to come
like,
at that point. It's rough.
After this raise, if there's no club on the turn, like Day is gonna fire again.
Ooh, Bacon asked if I call here. I don't know. I mean,
He shoved. And he called.
all in and snap call. Oh wow, holy jeez.
Like I said, the two biggest stacks too.
Oh my God, game on.
It's gonna put Day up, like whoever wins this spot.
Okay, let's listen. Think they're gonna run it once? I don't know.
Once.
That's a. That's
wow.
not gonna help though.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets it. Oh, so.
And he quickly
sick.
turns it over. Wow.
Oh.
And then he just takes a lap. He just immediately got up from the table.
Oh man.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's so
Lots of
he's
wow.
gonna be at like 9,000.
Oh God.
Over 9,000.
I'm honestly surprised that Porter, having the flush draw, didn't want to run it more than once. Holy crap. Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
the
wow.
4-bet shove
All right,
is
guys,
like a.
I guess this is a good time to bring up Porter's beard.
Did he find like?
Exactly. All bets in? All bet is the betting
Well, I
closed?
have one bet.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest of the chat. I have
So
one bet.
you guys can figure it out at the end of the day. Porter's beard, to get to that length from scratch, exactly 1 year.
Wow.
January 1st to January 1st, 1 year, Porter's beard.
I owe Sam Cosby $5.
That's solid. That's solid. He said he's had it like that for about the last 3 years. But
Wow, 1 year.
wow, I can't that wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Clever Fox says I win pay up.
I'm gonna like snail mail it to the Philippines.
Guys, pot of the night right there. Holy jeez, did I come back just in
Yeah.
time or what?
No kidding. He's gonna have like 9,500.
And I mean, what do you do? I mean, your day, what else does Porter have? He either has a nut flush draw or he has 7s or
Well,
6s. He either has
you're
a set
loving
or he
your
has a nut
spot.
flush draw. I mean,
Yeah.
either way, it doesn't matter. You love it.
Idiotic shove. It's an interesting.
Can we run the beard twice? Oh, beard bet twice. Either way, I just slow clap for that.
Yeah. Well, so he tanked forever and then just decided he wanted to gamble.
Now let me ask you
For a
this.
ton of
Let me
money.
ask you this. If for some reason he just flats and then sees the turn where he now pairs his 5 and has the flush draw, obviously we know that doesn't help him because he's against the top set. But do you think he's going to get it in at that point anyways?
So Day's probably going
Day's probably going to ship
check
it.
or
Day's going to
shove
ship
the
it.
turn.
Day's going to shove the turn. So then
Yeah.
does Porter make the call at that point?
No, I don't think so. I think the only way they play for all the chips is if Porter shoves right there, but I don't necessarily think.
Wow. Absolutely rough beat for Day.
Wow.
Hell of a player. Ouch. We've all been there. We've all seen it. Most of us don't see it at a several $1,000 deficit.
So it sounds like that Day chose run it once.
Okay.
So Porter gave him the option, and so Porter was definitely wanting to run it twice.
Oh yeah. If I'm Porter, can I run it like 9 times? Like I need that flush all I can
Yeah.
get.
Can we run it 17 times?
Absolute Fish, I agree with you 100%. Day handled that beat like a champion. It's funny because if you're not watching, you actually would have thought Porter's the one who got beat because he jumped up from the table and ran away. Day handled Day's dude. He's a classy,
Day
classy
always
dude.
pays his debts.
Yeah, I like it. Game of Thrones, zing.
He stayed there to make sure.
Classy dude.
I mean, that's it's crazy too that those were the two big stacks.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Sean McCormick, that's right. And then it goes, and then it goes, what we're doing business now.
They're talking about Sean.
Sean, they're talking about Sean McCormick. He's right here in the chat.
Porter's a gentleman. No, I mean, Porter just got up and walked away. To my knowledge, he didn't, yell or fist pump.
No, Day's
Off camera, he walked up to Day and he was like, "Yeah, how do you like that?" No, he didn't.
Porter just there's a lot of emotions going on in that pot. Eldar 8 in the house. Zibadju. Hello, friend.
Man, I mean, that's pretty. I feel like
Look at that,
that's
6.7K at a 5-5 game. Life is good for Porter.
I feel like it's more than that. Maybe I'm way off with what I thought Porter had somewhere around 4,000 there. But I guess he was the big stack by like 2,000. So he just
Well, now you can see from the green and red over there, Porter's actually playing a game of Monopoly. He's building houses and hotels, red and green. In case you guys aren't familiar there.
It's Porter Trent. What kind of question is that? I would imagine no, but maybe.
Porter is a chip monster. That's what he's doing. He
Up
eats
3K
chips.
since the stream started. Pretty good.
I don't know if he did the math on all the money. Yeah, the way it all.
All right, back to another pot, so maybe somebody else can play this game. Good God.
Ooh, all right, here we go.
Huge hand. Crazy hand. And now jacks to nines, because, you know, we love action here on Stones Live. I swear to God, people tune in and we're like, you guys must set this deck up. This is all rigged. I'm like, I assure you, this is not rigged.
This is rigged by the same people who brought you Casino Royale and Maverick.
Yeah, the same every random movie poker hand ever. Positive Sean, the buy-in for this game there, scrolling across the bottom, started out as a 200 minimum, 1,000 max. Now it is table stakes.
Oh, hello.
You can buy in for up to the largest deck. Oh, man. And let's throw Big Slick Suited there in the mix.
And this is kind of a spot where Frederic only has 600. But I think he just called.
I would guess you guys are even now.
Frederic's been getting beat around a little bit. I'm kind of surprised to not see Frederic go a little spazzy here. However, a 3-bet from somebody like Val Cross holds a little water. You know,
I'm
some
not
weight.
surprised.
It holds some weight.
I feel like one time out of 20, Frederic might shove it.
Sounds like poker's like, how long has Porter been growing his beard? Vote. I love it. Oh man, I think we already. Oh, maybe, well, I mean, he's been growing his beard for a while. I told you how long it took to get into that length, so we won't spoil the rest of it there.
Nobody risk folds, of course. I look up that money tax like you just sat down your first hand, you all in with $75 in the pocket, you're all in for $2,000.
Val's acting first here? Okay, yeah. That's what that small blind thing means, I guess, huh?
The board goes 185.
He bets 180?
Harlan does not own stones, but he sure is trying.
Not yet.
If we can win a couple more of
Gonna
those
play the
bomb
stream a
box,
couple
he's
more
gonna-
times and then
gonna work on it. Punch that in there.
With us ever since.
Speaking of which, Queen Poker, how's it going? So Val here with jacks, with the best hand we can see here. Fires out 185 over to Frederic to call. And with the 3-bet from a player like Val, pre-flop, and,
easy
and,
fold.
and a fire out. Yeah, I mean,
With someone behind you
You
with
have
ace
to
king.
put her on any pair, and you know you're hurting with ace king. You're done.
It'll be interesting to see if Cornbread can get away from
Yeah,
it.
Cornbread calls, queen on the turn. Quick
It's
call by
probably
Cornbread.
gonna go. Wow, I don't know. I think Val might.
So this pot's getting a little fat, a little bloated. 785 in the pot. What's Val gonna bet here?
Anyways, I feel like it's check.
Queen isn't the best card, but I don't.
No, I guess that's a good card.
I want to say that I mean, if you're Val, you don't want to think Cornbread's just floating you with Queen, King, Ace, Queen. You know what I mean? You want to think that, but we'll see.
Yeah, he just called the 3-bet pre, right?
Yeah. Because Cornbread did raise to 40 pre, Val 3-bet.
And Frederic called behind, and then Cornbread just called.
And again, if you're Val, I want to think that he's not floating you on the flop there with Queen, King, or Ace, Queen.
I don't think she was ever folding here, but it's a interesting bit.
And it looks like she ships it all in. Val, you beast. Her spider sense is strong. It must be the Wonder Woman costume.
I think the crowd is probably disappointed she didn't wear it today.
Yeah,
At least the
absolutely.
headband and the wig.
True. And only the
She should
headband and the
win.
wig.
Wow. Hey, I've seen Nightbot say several times this is a family-friendly show. Not sure how
Touche.
Nightbot would not like that. Although I don't know if Twitch has the tech yet to sense if someone's naked on the stream.
Yet.
Yeah.
And Cornbread correctly lets it go.
She should jam the chips inside her
Solid
wallet.
pop for V-Cross there. It says plus 965.
Especially when he bet 500.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, gotta love that spot.
Val just looked into his eyes and then said,
It's
I'll
just
take
weird.
all that
Like
money, please.
I don't know that you should bet with 9s there. Maybe.
Maybe just check for kind of showdown and see what happens on the river.
I mean, Val led the flop, so bet call.
Well, Val 3-bet you pre and then led the flop, and then when she checks to you on the turn, I mean, I get it.
Maybe
You
it's
could
a-
just
the bluffy-
she's. I mean, I think Cornbread's just thinking she's just got like Ace King Air City. 3-bets with Ace King, does a C-bet on the flop because she's first to act,
check.
right? And then once you check on the turn, it's going to show that weakness. So I don't hate Cornbread's bet there, but in that particular case, the only hand that's definitely going to come along with you is a hand that crushes you.
True.
You know, so
I mean, what do you do if she just calls? Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, once again, you are watching Stone's Live Poker here. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. We have about 45 minutes left in the stream. Click that heart. Make sure you check the notification box. We let you know when we go live. And I think it's safe to say when we go live, we go live. There is lots of action at this game.
Live at 7. It
Yeah.
doesn't rhyme,
Yeah.
but
Just go live, super live.
should we pour some of this water on the ground for
Yeah. One for the homies.
recently fired
one for day.
Bill O'Reilly?
One for day.
We'll do it live. Have you seen that YouTube video? Really? Where like
Oh,
a young
I
Bill
have.
O'Reilly kind of goes ape
We'll
shit?
do it live. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you censored yourself.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Family
Well, sorry, I
friendly.
just, you know.
Nightbot's always watching.
All right, Harlan, the rangeless beast with King 10 pops it up to $40. 2 callers come along. Queen 6-9, couple of spades. Frederic binks a 6.
Oh, I didn't see the one.
Eldar.
Listening to an intense floor decision right here outside the booth. I love it. We are
Yeah, this
fish in
is
the bowl.
kind of an interesting
right?
spot. You know what? The real dream seed is, bam,
Bam.
right
there.
here behind us. I mean, that's obviously you can't win any money from that spot, so maybe
But you can't lose any
it's
money
not.
either,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Oh, look at
It
this.
doesn't cost you $5,000.
Another 6 on the turn for Frederic here.
Frederic might actually make some money.
Yeah, so
in a
Harlan
pot.
bets 50 here on the flop, and Frederic does make the call. Now on the turn, Frederic turns trips. Harlan bets 100. Frederic just says, "Here's all of it."
Oh,
and
it's
hard to
ripping.
hear Harlan say, "Jesus."
Yeah,
okay.
never ever call it. Whatever, he made an extra 100.
Yeah, look at that commanding chip domination by Porter. 6,700. The next biggest stack is V Cross and Derick down to 24 and 2200.
What's interesting is Derick must have, according to the win thing, Derick is the well, other than Day now,
Yeah,
is one of the bigger losers today.
absolutely. Cash win there in the chat.
Derick down 1.9.
Porter, yeah, Porter up $3,000 here after that big hand with Day.
Oh, Day is not even on there.
Yeah,
well,
no, yeah, because he's up for the table. So
Yeah,
V Cross, she's up about 1,000, and that's pretty much all due to that pot we just saw against
that was
Cornbread.
one pot there. Obviously,
I still love favorite bet of the night was clearly Adams triple
Oh,
barrel
right,
with
yeah,
air.
for sure.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I wonder if Porter's going to quit. You know, it doesn't appear. Can we spoil that? Because I'm pretty sure he was still at the table a few minutes ago. So he got at least 30 more minutes of Porter.
Boom. Ace 9-5, couple of clubs. Aces for both Porter and Harlan.
Wow. So it'll be interesting to see what Harlan does. Last time he had top pair with a bad kicker. He check raised. Well, this time he's in position, so we'll see if he raises or what is it? Oh wow, Frederic.
Frederic, how do you turn
Frederic's
trips
moving
every
on up.
time?
Now it'll be interesting to see what happens because like if Porter leads again and Frederic,
Now, I did say real quick to touch base, Arch Widger had asked, what are the headsets that the dealer's for? They're for, like he said here, to talk to the production crew. They're also so the production crew can basically tell them, hey, seat 2 doesn't have his cards on the reader. They can also announce the bets to them. So it's just, communication factor. That way we get everything in check. We get a good stream going on,
they're typing in the bets. The bets don't just magically appear.
Yeah.
So the dealer has to tell them what it is.
I hold my handbag.
Twice or nothing. So apparently there's some. So it was just check, bet from Frederic, call by Porter.
So now Porter is in check, probably check call mode here, depending. 250 bets exact half pot, like it was calculated right here.
Favorite bet was the beard bet. Well, you know what?
Porter's
There's only
kicker
one beard.
Still does play. Porter's. I think he verbalized the call. Yep.
Yeah.
Verbalized the call.
All
Is going to
right,
give
so
it to
a little
him.
uptick for Frederic. Hello.
Dude, what's up, Ace 5 of clubs? How you living?
These guys will be happy to see him.
Look at that. The
Porter.
beard himself
You
right
haven't
here.
seen it yet until he lowers it down. Bam.
There it is.
There he is.
Yeah, dude, the shot heard around the world. In fact, right after I asked you about your beard, I come back to that hand.
Right.
And I'm like, what's going on
Perfect
here?
timing. I'm left in the booth
Yeah.
alone.
Right.
The first time ever.
It's
Huge
good.
pod.
Yeah. It was great. Yeah, and we all said Day handled the beat like a champ. You know?
Day's an amazing person.
Yeah.
So everybody in the stream knows Day's a wonderful person. He's got a great attitude. He's a great character. Him and I have a not, and I don't like to call it a rivalry because that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But he's owned my soul for about the last month or so.
You got a rebate.
So there's a
Got little bit of-
backstory
There's
there.
a
You're like,
backstory,
yeah.
but he's a great poker player and a great person, and he took the beat very well. I shook his hand afterward, gave him a hug, and he was, he did what Day does. you know.
Absolutely. And it's funny because if you didn't know who was who, you'd almost think that when you walked away from the table that you were the one who took the beat. You know?
Dude, I'm telling you, that was like a lot of release.
Oh, I know.
Off my shoulders.
That's
man,
a lot of emotion.
Yeah, a lot of emotion right there because, like I said, he's owned my soul for the last about month in poker. And I even straight up announced I really wasn't trying to get involved in a hand with him at all because he just tends to come out on top every time it happens. So, but yeah.
Now let me ask you this: if you just flat his 3-bet there, and then you see the pair on the turn, when you pair a 5 with it, and he ships it to you on the turn, do you call?
I don't think so, and that's
Okay.
exactly where my thought. That's why I took so long thinking about that because if I don't hit the club on the turn, am I going to be able to balls up and put the rest of my chips in on one card out?
And the answer was no.
There's no.
Okay, there you go. All right.
And I kind of thought for a second, a set's a very possible hand with what he's got right there. I kind of didn't put him on top set there, but I did think that this is just one of those decisions I have to make to flip the coin and put the money in the pot, and that's kind of where it came down. But you're right. If I hit that pair on the turn, it's not strong enough for me.
Of course.
For the ace, maybe. I still kind of put him on my set, so I still think I've got one card out to win his hand.
Yeah.
The ace isn't strong enough there, so. But yeah, it was just a decision right there, just to push it all in for all the marbles and see what comes up.
Nice, solid. I love it.
Yeah.
Nicely done, huge, dude, huge. I talked to you at the beginning of the stream, and you said, oh man, I'm just trying to, just hold this stack. I don't want to lose it. And I just see you ship it, and I'm like, oh god.
Hold the stack until I get the nut flush
That's
draw
everybody-
against this other big stack at the table.
Famous last words
Yeah.
for many people.
Oh, man. I absolutely love it. Well, dude, the chat went crazy. Lots of fans in the chat, so always
Right on,
cool.
right on.
With lots of beard bets, I'm sure there's lots of beers owed now over
Right.
your beard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I owe someone $5.
You want to start
I went-
the over under was?
I went
In
over
Malaysia,
2
wherever they are.
years.
Where they at?
Over 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So the answer, just in case anybody doesn't believe him, is a year. It took me a solid year from first to the first.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, are you still playing?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, he's still playing.
Yeah, he
He
didn't
just came
quit.
in to say what happened.
No. I figured he still played, but the chat was wondering.
I always fuck this up with you.
Always a
hard, that
pleasure.
angle.
Always a pleasure. I love it. Right on, guys.
Porter, I like it. Porter.
And then you heard it from the man himself, guys. There you go. That's how we do it here at Stones Live. They get the action players at the table. They just come by, they say hi, they hop in,
Revel in the
Right.
the deuce of clubs on the river.
Absolutely love it.
I like that. That's really. I wasn't planning on playing a huge pot with the other big stack.
Yeah,
at the table.
like you said, and too, that's the thing. There's always history, and I like how he phrased it too. It's not a rivalry per se, but it's a healthy camaraderie battle, if you will. That look, here's the deal. We play a lot of pots together. You generally come out on top. It's nice to get one back from you one time, So it looks like
That's
Derick. Did we miss a big pot? I'm sorry, why Porter was in here. Derick's up at 5,500. It says, or maybe we just got a chip update. Derick's building towers over there.
I think he bought more.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think he was involved in the last hand.
Okay,
actually.
yeah.
My guess is he
Derick loves building just like mountains. Look at my mountain.
Can we get a Divas night? A Divas.
Oh God.
Sure.
You know what? Come here any night. I'm sure there'll be a couple divas in the room at the table. I know we have 3 people in court on this decision. That's good. Can I come over there and make it 4 people?
And maybe Divas night's happening right now.
It's over a pot where it's like $4 or something.
I'm not sure.
I
It'd
need
be
that
interesting to
$4
know.
back.
What I found that's always kind of funny to me is that often somebody will make a floor decision, and it's almost like very early on, it's no longer about what the actual decision is. It's just that the guy who wanted the floor to come over wants to be heard.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even matter at any point.
So going to this board here, King 9-5 here, Harlan, Binks top pair, Adam with middle pair. No, there we go. Okay, so the queen on the turn gives Harlan a straight draw now as well. They're resetting the action track.
Ah, okay, cool.
But they do have the ability here on Stones Live. If the player wants to tip the dealer $5, they're able to rabbit hunt it all the way down. In which case, that's what they'll show, the little X on the turn and the river, but they'll put those on the reader, and that was the card that was coming.
Nice. Well, that's always nice. So I'm pretty sure Derick, once Porter won the big hand, that's the table stakes thing coming in, he decided he wanted to match stacks. I guess he thinks
watch
having
out,
the guy,
Porter. Bring it, Porter.
He's coming for him.
He's like, Porter, I got position on you.
He's like, wait, did you just put in 3,000 with the nut flush draw? Okay.
Wow, I need more.
I need more chips. Yeah.
More chips. Once again, guys, you're watching Stones Live Poker here. It's a 5-5 no limit game. The greens are 25s, the reds are 5s, whites are 100s. Click that heart. Hang out with us. We have a lot of fun. We do it twice a week at least.
I want to see Jeff get into the action. He looks like he's going to play a hand here.
The last time we saw him, he made a little fun splashy 3-bet. Everybody woke up with hands behind.
Yeah, that's true. 3 deuces. I like it. It's unique.
He just picked the wrong spot for it.
No. Those cards are pretty sticky.
Yeah, the cards are a little rough. So we use these special cards that have RFID chips in them, and they don't quite glide as well as some of the other cards.
Senato is sassing Nightbot.
Nice.
Nightbot.
Rob Vault 725. Definitely tune in Wednesday, 48 hours from now, or you guys better be here. It's going to be a 1025 no limit. Disgusting. And from what I've seen in the past, we see the 1025. Oftentimes we'll do a $50 straddle because, reasons. We're all degenerates and we love poker. So at the end of the day, definitely tune in.
Do you know who's playing that game yet?
I don't, but generally if it's any some of the regular usual suspects, it's some heavy hitters. Harlan, for sure.
Harlan will be there?
So enough said. You probably have Harlan and Bill H in that game, I would guess. So just be there. You want to be part of it.
Just be there.
With Jake Rosensteel and Deborah Wall. Now, Jake R., if you guys haven't seen Jake on the stream before, he also has a hell of a beard himself, but it is not a porter-sized beard.
Not a porter beard.
It's a porter beard in training, if you will.
A baby porter beard? No, it's pretty good. Say like 6 months in. Yeah. No, maybe not.
And this is the point where JFK Stones actually clips this out, and then he shows it to Jake, and I get needled constantly for saying Jake's beard is inferior.
Beard insults, yeah.
It's true.
Oh, they're talking about the beard at the table now, too. I had a player call the floor to come across and pay attention to him checking, and he's checking the table.
You had no idea what you were looking at? No idea.
Never grown a beard before and just went for it. I love it. Porter's a beast.
Let's replace Jake and Deb with Brent and Justin. We have a big fan.
He's a good dude.
Big fan. Thanks, Senato. Jake and Deb are so. I probably know who Deb is, but I don't know who Deb is.
Yeah, Deb's just a local grinder. Just super fun girl, avid poker player, absolutely loves it. Yeah. Yes, email 916. It was Day that fed Porter. Big pot. Day had top set. Porter had nut flush draw. They both got it all in on the flop.
Here's some
it went a little
five-way action. Why not?
And Senato, I don't know if you're new to the stream, but you definitely want to tune in. Waprai is on point. Jake's super deep level hand analysis is both awesome and also kind of crazy at the same time because he will talk about a hand for an hour.
Yeah.
So, but definitely tune in because he thinks levels on levels for sure. Now look at this. Adam's hand growing better and better by the minute. Top pair turns into a flush draw on the turn.
I get the feeling Harlan's not going too many places. I don't know though. Maybe. Yeah.
Nowhere. That's where Harlan's going. Nailed it. Even when JFK Stones isn't in the booth, we can still do our thing together. I almost heard him yell it from across the room.
Oh, got it. And then check the river.
Boom. Adam's good. Jake would still be analyzing the trucker hand from like months ago.
That's funny. You know, some people are like that, and I think I like those kinds of.
No, I love Jake. The funny thing is, if you're out, drinking with Jake, we'll go out after the stream sometimes. You're drinking, you're playing pool, whatever, and you just a super quick comment in passing, like, oh, what about that one hand, right? And he just turns around and he just breaks down all right, well, stack size is pre-flop, boom, boom, boom. And it's like, you weren't even in that hand. You had nothing to do with that hand. He's like, yeah, but duh, how do you not remember every little detail of that?
Jake being more experienced in diamond stakes. Well, Jake could have played one hand of 5-5 no limit, and he would be more experienced at those stakes than me. So, Harlan wakes up with a hand. Let's see if anyone wants to give him some action. I feel like Queen 10 in the cutoff is not bad.
So Harlan, and this is what we were talking about earlier. Harlan's range being everywhere. When he wakes up with a big hand like Kings, it's a little scary. So Harlan here with Kings raises to 30. Everybody's gonna call because it's Harlan.
Yeah.
Oh, 4-5-9 top for Frederic could get him in a little trouble. Top pair for Adam as well. And Frederic also has the nut flush draw, redraw if it wants to come out.
He backdoor, right?
Yeah, backdoor, yeah.
Yes. Do you think being
boom,
in action?
And talk about backdoor. Now Frederic, along with top pair, picks up the nut flush draw.
It's gonna.
And Adam actually has the third nut flush draw. And Harlan's Kings still the best.
All right, this is an interesting spot because if Harlan checks, Adam is 100% betting.
Oh yeah.
And then Frederic's probably going to call any bet from Adam.
This could get interesting.
I'm getting the impression Harlan's going to throw out 125 or something right here.
I love it. TXG98 says, oh look, Kings are going to get crushed on stones. Is there a shock face emoji? Kings go down in flames on Stones Live. This is very true.
Adam's capable of doing
Mel,
something.
7307, what's going on? Welcome to the game.
Oh, all right. I think if you give Adam Frederic's hand, he doesn't fold there.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, he might actually raise there. If you switch those two.
Frederic's going to make the call here. Brick City, checkmark to Harlan, but that doesn't really
Harlan's
matter.
Harlan's going to get paid.
I don't know if Frederic's really going to go anywhere here. Pot's at just over 700. Frederic might be in check call mode. We'll see what happens.
Oh. Let's see. Harlan's
thinking, we'll see if, I don't think Harlan's going to check here. I think Harlan's thinking you would never check a flush to me.
Maybe paired.
Oh, he's spreading the pot.
Okay.
He's spreading the pot.
I was like, what
is that? What is that?
Gross board. I think he's going to bet. I mean, you kind of have to bet. Maybe you don't have to bet. Frederic, I do not think is capable of raising you on a bluff.
No.
But I do think he's capable of maybe. That bet might be a bit too big for Frederic to call.
And he's tabling it. I think it was a snap call.
Yeah,
and this is what I was talking about, guys. This is Harlan's MO, right? Because Harlan is just all over the place with his hand range, that when you're a guy like Frederic, I mean, Harlan is so capable
just
of
easily have a 5
firing
or
air
a
there,
8 there.
firing a 5, firing whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think it was a combination of Harlan's image and Frederic just wanting to make that call there. But yeah, I mean, that's, Harlan gets paid.
It hasn't been a great night for Frederic.
Yeah.
I like the bet by Harlan. I probably would have bet less.
I'm honestly surprised I got called. That was
Thinking
a pretty
that
hefty
Frederic,
size bet.
yeah, because Frederic doesn't seem like the kind of guy who's just going to call.
But maybe that kind of oversized bet is what got Frederic to call.
Oh, they just changed the dealer, so it's bomb pot time.
Oh, dealer change, guys.
Means we get to see everyone's photos again.
Bomb pot photo time. Glamour shots, glamour shots, and bomb pot time.
Let's do a poll on who has the best photo, because a lot of people would snap call Val because it's Wonder Woman, but I'm gonna go with Well, Porter, the drawing too. There's so many good ones.
There is.
And
Some good
and then
ones.
Cornbread has probably the most like. I was gonna say like the most cavalier, just kind of like,
Yeah, just
hey,
chilling.
what's up?
All right,
Like
guys,
he took
so
it today.
For those of you just tuning in, this is a bomb pot, which means that they do that on dealer change. Everybody at the table throws in $25. They all see a flop, and then they play it out from there. So 2 1/4 in the pot. Game on, post flop.
And then while the last one, the time is
Oh, we got a new player in Day's seat. Did we already?
Rob Malt says, what is your take on ESPN showing minimum WSOP main event coverage till the final table and people having to pay poker go to watch it? Me personally, let me just say, starting out, I wasn't a huge fan, but I did pay for Poker Go, and I find that $10 a month is not, especially if you just want to get it for just the month of the World Series, isn't a big deal. But if my $10 a month allows the ridiculous amount of coverage that they gave me almost every single day, I'm totally okay with that. I mean, Poker Go had a lot of coverage on there.
For the main, for sure.
But even then, they had a lot of final tables from other tournaments, though.
You're getting day one. Well, last year they did every final table.
Okay.
So this is like a difference in terms of the amount was less for the whole World Series. But when you're talking like day one coverage of the main event, day 1A, day 1B, it was a unique thing. I think we haven't had that in a long time, or ever, maybe.
Well, I mean, you do a lot
Same
of poker
day.
reporting, so I mean, this is more up your alley here. But me personally, I felt for the $10, even if you only buy it for 1 month, whatever, man.
Pay
It's
$20 a year,
It's
watch
$10.
the High Roller Bowl.
Go out to the
and-
World Series.
and the
Every
series.
tournament you're going to play is $1,500.
Yeah.
Pay $10.
It's
A
cheap.
hot dog in the World Series main hall is $10. Pay $10.
That's true. I did not eat one of those hot dogs.
No, but I'm
$10
telling
hot
you,
dogs.
you want Pussy V? That hot dog car was probably making like $12K a day.
Oh, right.
They were crushing.
Well, it costs them a lot of money too. I don't know if you guys ever eat at the
All right, so
All-American
back to
Days.
this massive bomb pot here. Harlan with top pair bets 1 1/4. Cornbread has mid pair but a straight draw. Derick wakes up with jacks in the bomb pot.
Yeah, and then
Frederic's
Frederic.
got a wheel draw. Game on.
I don't like Frederic's hand in the spot. Four ways on that.
9 ball peels.
You can are you never calling the turn? What do they
Derick's
call?
jacks are still the best here.
Wish they didn't. I like poker go to bad things happen to it, then for it to go away.
Sons Life Poker chimes in with a super well-placed plug, and I do agree. We are free all the time, guys.
Oh yeah, wow.
That's our
great
YouTube
job.
channel. You can see every single broadcast we've ever done. Check it out. And if you start at the beginning and go forward, lots of improvement over the years. Starts out like Creepy Mom's Basement style and then gets to top notch as far as I'm concerned.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I think having the main event on ESPN from day one is unique.
Yeah. So check this out. Everybody checks over to Derick. How do you wake up with jacks on the button in a bomb pot and actually have them
I
be
think
good
you'd maybe
so far?
check.
Good for you.
I guess it depends. Like, are you trying to get? Oh, all right. Derick makes it 300. I maybe Harlan.
No,
calls
St.
it?
Etta, we are free 100%, bud. And that is not going to change as far as I know. So you keep hanging on, keep on keeping on. Right, so Derick bets 300. Harlan, quick call from Harlan. The chips almost exploded out of his hand.
Yeah, I think Cornbread's folding. Pretty sure. Possibly by later.
And another 6. Harlan, God, why do you run so good in bomb pots? Holy jeez. So disgusting. And now Harlan checks over to Derick. Is Derick going to check the check? Oh, man.
I don't think he makes any more money here.
Oh, God. I'm so scared right now.
Yeah,
oh,
I don't
good
think.
for
Yeah.
you. Good for you. Nice check
I think
by
Harlan
Derick.
has to almost bet there.
Derick's just going to be like, dude, really?
Yeah, that was
God.
grody. Let's see. I would love for a channel.
Did you hear Derick say, I had you beat, bud? Oh, did you? Look at that. God, Harlan.
Well, Harlan probably. Maybe he knew that. I don't know.
Harlan with that run good.
What do you have? Middle pair, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Harlan never loses. So it's funny. That's true. I mean, almost over the chance here. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, actually, we've been doing that lately. Even when we are not live with you guys, we do end up hosting other great poker shows, including we host a lot of the high stakes poker, which is cool. And then we actually host our partner in crime, Kevin Martin, who I actually love watching him. He really explains his game theories he's going through, and he constantly crushes tournaments online. and he's very interactive with his
He also
viewers.
crushes Big Brother Canada.
Yeah, he does. He crushes all sorts. He crushes life. So yeah,
Great
definitely
job.
tune in to our stream. We host Kevin Martin. We host High Stakes. We host all sorts of fun stuff.
Derick usually bets there like 80%. I feel like, I don't know.
Harlan has not been running bad his entire life. Harlan is a beast. If you look up some of Harlan's stuff online, he is a CrossFit master. Harlan is the guy that you don't want to get in a bar fight with, and you're like, oops, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Harlan looks like to be in great shape.
Yeah,
and
Harlan's
you're
a
guessing
beast.
like, that should be a bet. How old do you think Harlan is?
Yeah, Jeff S here with top, ace queen. Adam's gonna, he checks over to Adam, is gonna take a little continuation bet here. Sean McCormick says, people I want to be when I grow up. 1, John Hesp. 2, Harlan.
John Hesp. That's funny. Everybody loves John Hesp. And, oh, so Jeff raised there. Made it $70. A little bit more than a min raise. We all know CrossFitters. That's funny.
Well, I'm definitely not a CrossFitter. I'm definitely not. Do I look
Yeah,
like I'm a
I'm not
CrossFitter? Can
a
you see it? Ugh.
I did it. I had a group on. I did it for a couple weeks. It's fun.
Well, it's funny because I know Harlan goes super hard in the CrossFit box and stuff. So like, you know, they have like the box jumps. You know,
I like
I'll
how
see-
you called it a box. You
Right.
definitely have done CrossFit.
No. He does box jumps, right? Like literally on a box. And so like,
okay.
I know he missed it one time, and I saw like whatever one of his social medias. He's like, oh yeah, I missed the box jump today, and his whole shin was just like shredded, and he's like broken
got Tony
fingers
Hawk
and
shins.
broken. Yeah, I mean, he just like, and I'm just like, man, don't you work out to like feel better? Like, don't work out to die. Don't work out to die, man.
You end up all bloody from your workout. It's pretty rough. I think CrossFit's fun. You know, like most of the time you go to the gym and you do your own thing.
Yeah.
In CrossFit, it's like a group atmosphere.
Yeah.
So if you like the people you're doing it with,
Well, it
could be a good time.
You know.
Yeah.
Senato in the house. All right, so Battle of the Diamonds here. Queen high diamonds versus Jack high diamonds for Porter. 7-8 suited, pocket threes for Derick. All sorts of fun hands across the board here.
Yeah. Lots of potential action. And then the flop that kills it all.
Brick City, deuce 6 king, couple of spades. Brick City, four.
Can't even be the
four-way.
6 of diamonds. Like,
Derick's threes are good 4-way. I don't know how that happened.
and he knows it. No, I'm just kidding.
Rob Malt, they're not playing the 7 deuce game, but they are doing bomb pots on dealer changes for 25 a player. Wop Brad taking the words out of my mouth here.
Basically like Nightbot number 2. Wop right.
So our 2 big stacks there, Porter and Derick, sitting on 6,400 and 5,300.
Jiu-Jitsu Topher. I love you. Waiting for Harlan to ship the WSOP main event. It's going to be a while. At least a year.
Can we get Liberal Chick in the next game? You know, if Liberal Chick decides to come up our way, I mean, she's a couple hours away. 5 hours away to LA, something like that. Bike to here, something like that.
Oh, yeah, like 6.
Yeah,
6
come
and a
on
half,
up.
maybe. Depends on what time you leave.
Yeah. Drive in the middle of the night, so you're good.
Yeah. I think actually down 2K, or is that carrying over from the last C3?
That might be carrying over
Probably
from the last.
carrying over.
I think it's carrying over. I don't think Nick's actually down 2K. I actually really haven't seen him involved in any pots, really.
Yeah. Oh, wow, Nick Carr, yeah. It's definitely not, but... Oh, I know Nick. I didn't know I know Nick.
But
Or
you do.
knew I do know Nick. I didn't know I knew Nick. Sorry.
All right, so Adam raises to 25 here. Harlan and Frederic both make the call. Queen 6-3, all diamonds. Harlan, the only player with a diamond, no surprise there, and he gets it. Welcome to that Harlan life.
A quick
2 pair for Adam. He still has boat potential, but nobody outdraws Harlan.
flop check
of course.
too, yeah. They just checked? Yep. Check, and he turns over a diamond. Should accept the stats.
He said
You're gonna call it a night.
Just watching this crazy
See you,
5-5
Rick.
action going on.
Thanks for tuning in.
What's up?
See you.
Not yet. But there might be. We're on delay. There might be a seat open.
That's right there. If you
Do
guys
it.
don't already know about the Stones app, it's pretty cool. Does
Yeah,
it do the tournament schedule on there too?
Yeah, we have everything on there. There's a great calendar on there. Hey, later, Rick in Barstow, buddy. Good seeing you. Yeah, download the Stones Gambling Hall app. It's free on the Android store and the Apple store. Very cool. You can see the entire menu. You can see the games are running. You can even put up your name remotely. You can check your player points. You can needle anybody you want who's in the game. You can shoot direct messages. I'm just kidding. You can't do that. But it is free and it's great. So check it out.
That's what Stones Live is for. Needling the people on the cash stream.
Very compelling.
So Adam finally waking up with some hands here, raises to 25. Frederic and Harlan both make the call. Jack 8-7. Frederic with top pair and a straight draw, 11 life.
Oh, Frederic's down to looks about 280, maybe. Oh, maybe.
Adam checks, Frederic bets 50. And Adam gets away.
Yay, Frederic.
Frederic taking one down, and Adam's like, wow, I get ace king, I do nothing. I triple air barrel with 10 high to take down big pots. That's what I do.
Porter's the big winner. If you didn't see that earlier.
So guys, we've got about 15 minutes left in tonight's show for you. I know, no overtime tonight, but we did do that last Wednesday, so you're welcome for that. Yeah, for those of you guys who missed the Vloggers game, that is available currently on Twitch for the next, I believe, 60 to 90 days, something like that. And then after that, actually before that, all of that gets pushed over to our YouTube channel, which we posted the link for. So make sure you check out that. All of our previous streams can be seen there. Click that heart and follow us, get notifications. You do not want to miss the 10:25 game coming up Wednesday. It's going to be a train wreck of sweetness.
See you, Sam.
As opposed to the shit show of
I
awesome.
watch the replay and getting super tilted at the comments. I do owe you $5 for the Porter beard bet.
The Porter beard bet. Those are the ones that hurt the most. Like, I got rivered for 1,000, but that doesn't matter. I lost $5 on this beard bet.
Oh, that's right. The let's see. What is it? Oh, 10:25 coming up Wednesday.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Pretty much almost guarantee it's gonna be like a 10-25 with a 50 straddle or something fun, or at least some 7 deuce games. You know it's gonna be $50 bomb pots, so there's already gonna be $450 pots every dealer change minimum. So you want to be part of that. Harlan here with the best still. Both players checking on the flop. Cornbread checks the turn. Harlan bets 75. Cornbread calls. 9 on the river. Super brick. Cornbread checks. Pots at 260. Harlan says yes, please. Buck 50. Buck Fiddleine.
Oh wow! It sounds like he's considering a call. Oh.
Rob Malt gives your official lesson of the night here at Stones. Don't play pots with Harlan or go to the river with Porter.
Or just don't 4-bet shove. Wait, no, Porter 4-bet shove.
Yeah. That was true. I did not see that shove coming. But I enjoy
After such a long time, I guess.
I know, but I enjoy Porter's reasoning though. He's just like, you know what? I knew if I saw a turn and I didn't get there, I wouldn't have the stones to ship it all in there. So I just did it then. And I'm like, I can respect that. You're like, look, I know if I break the turn, I'm not going. So I might as well do it now.
It's funny. It's like, how good do you feel about getting it in with the set, I guess?
Yeah.
Or against the set? Jiu-Jitsu too. I don't know, man. As far as I know, Justin is not a licensed therapist in terms of marriage counseling.
believe it or not, my mom is.
Oh, okay,
Actually,
cool.
She is.
We'll get.
And I believe
back
if it's
to you.
anything like Celebrity Jeopardy, it's pronounced as the rapist. Oh, it's therapist. Okay.
Oh, right.
Derick waking up with Jacks. Last time he had Jacks was in a bomb pot. Did not work out so well because Harlan reasons. Raised to 55.
In terms
by
of the
Derick.
stream, this will be one of Derick's last few chances to get a piece of that Porter stack.
Yeah.
At least that we can see.
Get a piece of that nice porter.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Everybody's get some piece. Nick got some action. Pretty nice hand to have on the button. Ace 10 of hearts. Harlan's in there set mining.
Dude, everybody get a piece of
Wow,
this.
and then
Look at
Porter
this.
from the
Come
big blind
along.
kicks 7 of diamonds.
Wow, nice. So Derick's pulling the Rodney Dangerfield over here. I gets no respect. Boom.
Okay.
3-5-9, couple
Something's
of diamonds.
happening.
Yeah, diamond draw for Porter.
Top pair for Val.
Over pair Jacks with Derick right here.
Harlan
Look at
with the
this.
set.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Wow, this is going to get some...
Equity-wise, Porter's actually in front of Derick here, which is a flush draw.
Wow. So Val has so many people acting behind her, but has top pair. This actually would be a spot where I wouldn't be hugely surprised to see her... Okay, well, she's not folding. But
This could escalate quickly here.
what do you do if your... Harlan doesn't seem like he has like a middle speed. So he's either like...
Harlan's going to do the old double check, make sure I have a lot of
Is he going to
threes.
raise here, or does he want action?
With so many players in the pot, it's rough because you got to
Plus
put
the
at least
diamonds,
one of them on a
yeah.
flush draw, right? You got to put one of them on a flush draw. So let's see the line Harlan decides to take here.
He makes it 300.
300, just we call that a baby pop. Just a little baby pop, just see where he's at.
Just sweetening the pot.
He's doing that, honestly, hoping that he gets repopped so he can just ship it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of not loving getting called.
No.
But
if
we-
any
Porter doesn't call with
diamond
a flush
peels,
draw.
if any diamond peels the turn, you hate it. I don't think you're going anywhere, but you hate it.
This would be a good, a spot where Porter might raise.
Yeah. And now if you're Derick, now this is sick. Because depending on what Porter does, what the hell does Derick do here? And V Cross is going to run for the hills after Porter
she's
and
not
Derick get
continuing
involved.
if...
Wow.
What?
And Porter, I know.
And he just said we're going to get a kick out of it. That's true. I just assumed, like, you could call there. 300. Oh, wait, never mind. I forgot he's not last act, so he's got 2 people acting behind him. So actually, it's not a terrible fold. He's either raising or folding, I guess, right? You're never going to call with 2 people to act behind, because then you just put in 300 with potential to not even
Now
see
Val's
the
going to
turn.
get away. So Derick flat, so this should be interesting. If a diamond peels...
You want to... Oh, okay. So...
Okay, well, this is going to slow things down. And the
Well,
sick
he'll
part is that king would have paired up with Porter. Now
Yeah.
Porter would have had a king and a flush draw.
Let's see if we get, if the camera gets
Porter
back
might
on
have gotten
Porter.
in so much trouble here. Let's see if a diamond hits the river.
Yeah, he probably had to fold because he wasn't closing the action. I forgot for a second that Harlan raised instead of called. Because if Harlan calls there, then Porter is going to call as
And
well.
good old Uncle Split Cam is on the job. God, I'd love to see a river here.
I don't think we're going to see
I
a
don't think we're gonna see one either. I'd love to just rabbit hunt it though.
Although maybe we'll see a river because it's Harlan and because
Yeah.
of previous. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, and he's gonna make the call. We are
Yeah.
gonna see this river. Watch,
It's
here comes
that
the
Harlan
diamond to
equity.
Bink Porter. No. Oh, quads.
Oh, wow.
Quads for Harlan. Oh, now let's see this board pair. Nothing got there. And Harlan again with that image. I wouldn't be surprised.
That might be the best way for him to get paid.
I wouldn't be surprised if Harlan can bet this here and actually get a call from Derick.
Go
Guys, just 2 pair, 3s and 3s. Calm down. Oh, I guess he's
So
got
Derick's, he's not going to bet here.
God,
he's
seriously.
probably thinking-
Everybody in the chat's like runs like
Check
God.
call.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then
Harlan
talk about
all
that.
day.
That's like one of the last hands we're going to see. It's been Harlan's last 30 minutes.
And this is sick too, because you take every draw missed. That card.
No, it's
isn't-
the best possible card for him
Oh,
to get paid,
man.
I think.
He says all in.
Wow. Okay.
Oh God.
It's actually a really great bet, too.
It's
It's a pot-sized shove.
It is, and the thing about it is, it makes it look like I'm all in, like I missed my flush draw, and this is the only way I can win the pot. I bricked out,
I think
and
he's
this is
gonna
the only
call.
way I can win
I
the
think
pot.
he's getting called.
This is sick. This is sick.
I think it's going to get called.
If he gets called, like this is why Harlan gets paid. It's so.
But this
sick.
is also the reason why Derick bought in for more.
I
Was
know,
for a chance
I
to
know.
win that big pot. Although maybe not. Maybe I'm just. Yeah, I don't know. Because he's got to
Surf
be
and Snowboard
thinking.
says Harlan trying to look weak there with the completely still thing. I've done that maneuver before. Sit still, act strong /
I feel like
weak.
the harder you try, the more it looks like you're really trying
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Oh, he called.
Oh
Wow.
I got the nuts.
Oh, wow. I mean, like I said, I think it's hard. That 3 was probably the best possible card for Harlan.
Harlan runs so good. It's good to be Harlan.
Well, imagine any other card. It might be easier for Derick to fold, right? Because if Harlan has a random like 3-5, 9-5 kind of random 2-pair there, then you're feeling a lot better about your jacks.
Wow.
Man. Yeah, of course he has quads. It's so.
Welcome to Stones Live, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like that, you don't like poker. Straight up.
You know what? Derick doesn't like that. But I would bet
fair enough.
I would bet he still likes poker.
World, Derick doesn't like that.
Derick's allowed to not like
poker.
Yeah, and he's not. He's still playing, as far as I know.
Now, if we could see some silver lining in this
Harlan is now the big stack at the table.
Good God. Now let's see Harlan and Porter. I mean, not in the next 5 minutes, but
maybe.
You know, here's the deal. At the end of the day, if we see some silver lining in that cloud, and I do mean silver, those chips going to Harlan are by far not glued down. Those chips are not glued down. It's not like you gave him some rock that will never put them back in play.
True.
Harlan will be here 2 nights from now in the 1025 stream spewing those chips. So if you haven't clicked the heart and followed us, you better, because it's going to be on Wednesday. And because you know what he just did? He just gave Harlan ammo for that 1025-50 game. That's what he just did.
That's true. Is 6K a good buy-in for that game? 1025?
Yeah. Wow.
Excited for the Bachelorette finale next week? No, I'm not.
I am not either.
I'm totally fine. Harlan gets another hand thrown on the YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean that's pretty amazing, and it's a good bet by him too. So I mean, he runs good, but I think
the all-in. I think it was the all-in bloaty bet that made it look like. I mean, it made it look like he missed. It made it look like. I mean, here's the best part, right? I feel like you get quads. Who goes all in with quads? Right? I know that you could cut that out a million different ways. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, who goes all in with quads, right? Like, oh, of course I have quads, so I'm gonna just like ship it, like try to blow you off the pot, right? And that's the levels on levels thing, you know?
Maybe he was thinking something like Harlan had some kind of 2-pair combination and got counterfeited or something like that.
And we've seen that earlier in the stream, but then he popped back up anyway.
Yeah. But 3 is definitely not the only card he gets paid off on, but the best possible card for him to get paid on. Because it helps Derick's hand so much against what could be any 2 cards from Harlan.
I mean, it's funny. I feel like we're involved in these pots here on the stream, and I just feel like when somebody takes a beat like that or something, like I feel it. You know, I'm like, oh, you know. I mean, in that case, you know, it was on Derick and he made the call, and that's fine. But like when you see somebody get like sickly rivered, you're like, oh God, it hurts so bad.
This is Mystic Game. Which was the other team? I think Andrew Nemi is a pretty big up-and-coming vlogger.
Yeah.
And
Andrew Nemi's, he's all over the spot. I see a lot with him and Doug Polk.
Yeah, when you only have like 9 seats, right? You're not gonna get everyone, and the restricted vendors.
Well, guys, that about wraps it up.
Hello.
I can't even begin to say that game was lame by any means, because hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Great job, Harlan.
God,
I
mean, where to start, man? I mean, Monster 3-barrel bluff, Monster all-in, just stacks on stacks. When you got 2 players in a 5-5 game, both approaching $7,000 each in these stacks, what else do you want?
Yeah.
Welcome to Stones Live.
Pretty sick.
Dude, Justin Kelly, Brent Harrington.
What was it, the $1,000 buy-in? Is that what it was?
Yeah, $1,000 max to start,
2
and
guys
that's what we
have
get.
6K plus one regular.
Absolutely insane. Guys, again, click that heart, follow us Wednesday. Be here, 7 p.m. sharp, 1025 no limit. I'm sure we'll do $50 straddles, and God knows what else will happen.
Action.
Anything happens on Sunday.
Huge action. Thanks for all the nice comments, guys.
Awesome. You guys are rad. Dude, pound it. Let's do this. Have a good one, guys.
She's going crazy, the only way she's ever known. I can't explain it. love.